All right, and welcome to the AAHL. Tonight, we're going to have a few matches here planned out for you guys. We got Don versus Zoe to start us off, and then after that, we'll have Tim versus Don, Chance versus Anthony, Josiah versus Carter, and Carter versus Zoe. Now, it looks like we might also have another game at the end, Noel versus Carter. I'm not entirely sure on that, but with me is Chance. Chance, how you feeling about tonight? You know, I've never actually seen Dawn play. Has she played over there on the Sunday nights? What's the story?
You okay? Not bad. How do you feel it? Okay, good. Okay, ready? Ready. Game starts tomorrow. See you now, Phil. This time I just wasn't on the table.
Absolutely. You know, I've played a couple times myself, and there's definitely a fine line between a pro and an amateur player. And right now, from what I'm seeing, it looks like Dawn is still kind of a newer player. Interesting. Look at this replay. She sets up on that left side, does a little fake jiggle, and goes for that right wall under. We'll have to see how that transitions into the game further here. Will she do more stuff like that? Is she kind of a sneaky shooter? Kind of takes her time a lot here. I actually kind of worried that she'd be galled on the shot clock. We'll have to see how this turns out. All right, well, 1-2. Dawn is in the lead. Uh-oh, gives it away there. And Zoe just going for a lot of hard hits to start things off. That was a nice right wall under. Remember, folks, this is our amateur game to start things off. And, let us know if you're here. Ocean's in the chat saying hello, welcome in. As well as Riella Bell is the... When does it start? Well, we're already starting now. Welcome in. All right, 3-2. Dawn's favor. Dawn's. And I guess her nickname there is Downgy. We don't have a story on that. And with a nice right wall over. Oh, okay. That's all right. It might have looked like an A. There we go. Swapped it on over. Gotcha, Don G. Well, at least she ain't down, G. She Don G. All right, 5-3. Can she do it? Setting it up. Going for that right wall under again. Ooh, tries to go for a little double wall. Yeah, I gotta say, it looks to me... Ooh, Zoe, I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose. It was a little interesting there. It must have been accidental. Just look at the wrist. Ah, unfortunate. Now, I want to say, it looks to me like Zoe has the fire. She has the stronger hit. She just has to get her accuracy. If she can upgrade her accuracy, Zoe's actually going to be a really strong contender in the future. This is actually one of the things I love most when it comes to the air hockey world. You get to see these amateurs starting out, playing out here. And, they're just having a little bit of fun, just trying out, shooting it. But depending on their conviction, on how much time they decide to put into air hockey, you can see their growth day by day, match by match. So we'll have to see how that transitions going forward.
Hey, if you were to go back a year now,
Alright, I need to inform you guys of something. Chance has been unable to be heard this entire time.
No freaking way, really?
Yes, really. You can be heard now.
Caleb was... hey guys, actually, it's Chance! Caleb was not talking to himself, I promise.
I think I need
I'm a little bit tired today. Sorry, guys.
Hey, welcome.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, Seth is here. Welcome in, Seth. One of our other favorite commentators here at the AAHL.
What do we got going on today? Zoe's playing a match. Dawn looks like a newcomer as well. Ooh.
Right. Isn't that fun? That's one of my favorite things, like I was saying earlier, is seeing the amateurs come out and play, new people. And the best part about that is their ability to scale upward is a lot faster than like an already pro player, right? Like a pro player can get a little bit better over the course of a year, whereas a new player, they're gonna just, you can see their improvement day by day, match by match.
Hey Seth, do you have any personal experience in gaining experience in air hockey? The further that you've excelled in it?
No, I suck. I'm the worst.
So it looks to me like
that's hard to
Dawn
believe.
definitely has a bit of a better defense
I think that's happening.
currently,
I
as
believe.
well as her shot accuracy is a bit better. Now, I am a little concerned with how much time she has with the puck on her side. I feel like if it was in if she takes only a little longer, she could get shot clock called. What do you think, Seth?
Reps are typically a little lenient, especially at first. The shot clock starts once you've established possession as well. So if you held it, you're still trying to capture possession for, even 2-3 seconds, and then you shoot. But definitely keeping it a little bit closer to that length of time than I would necessarily typically like to see.
I definitely can agree.
Zoe's a ranked player in the AAHL right now, ranked number 48. Dawn is not ranked. Again, this is one of the first times we've seen Dawn here, and it looks like she's doing pretty well for herself. She won the first game. It's 5-2 right now. Nathan in the chat saying, "Oh crap, I forgot that Dawn needs a nickname." Well, we'll see how that turns out. It might be, Down G. Who knows?
No. In the chat, Nathan says maybe the Doninator. Nathan, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Let him play a bit.
Tam already has a title too close to that. He's called Taminator.
Yeah, he's called the Taminator, dude.
So I don't think that would be a good title.
Go ahead, let's give it some time. Let's see what the fans think.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Let's see what these fans in the chat have to say about this match so far. Dawn currently winning 2-0 against Zoe here.
Dawn of Destruction. I like that. The only thing is that she, her shots are not that powerful, but that is a good. I like that. That's good. Dawn of Destruction.
What's that one?
I mean, you could do a lot with Dawn.
What's that one Michael Bublé song? That it's it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me.
New dawn, it's a new day.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's got some lungs. He could sing.
Definitely. All right, back to air hockey. We're going into the third game now.
Real quick, back out of air hockey.
Oh boy.
You guys seen the TV series? I think it's called The Foundation. Dusk, Day, and Dawn, I think is what it is. No?
I don't know what you're talking about, big dog.
It's a great. Okay,
sorry,
I think it's on
Caleb.
Apple TV. It's a great series. If you guys ever have a chance, that one's one to watch for sure. All right, 0-2.
I just made Chance bust out laughing by saying, on Apple TV? No, we don't know. He cannot hold himself together.
What's Apple TV? I don't know what Apple TV is.
You don't know?
It's basically like Amazon, Prime, or Netflix, or how they all have their own.
But for the iPhone. Specifically for the iPhone.
They all have their own, like Disney has Disney Plus, and
I don't think you could even get it on an Android.
I think I pirated I think I pirated a movie off of Apple TV once and didn't realize it. I know that there was a movie that I really wanted to watch. It was really good.
Gotcha. All right, well, 3-0. Dawn is killing it right now.
One of the things that it looks like
I
Dawn
think
has really understood is that Dawn needs to hold possession and then shoot the shot. Zoe seems to be rushing, and she doesn't have the accent for that.
Well, and you can also see Zoe getting almost frustrated with how much time Dawn is taking, and that's you gotta have that
Nice cut.
patience and strength. Think of mental.
Definitely.
He's really good, though.
4-0. You know, Dawn's doing a good job too of her positioning on her shots. You know, really moving up to that line. You know, that's something that you don't always see a lot of with newer players. And look at that. She even did a transition touch there. What a shot. Let's get an instant replay of that one. Look at this. She taps it off, touches, bam, left wall under. 1-6 now.
Ooh, that was a
tops it. I guess
penalty.
that won't count, unfortunately.
Hey, Caleb, Seth, what rank do you think Dawn should get?
That's tough. You know, so far what
What do
I'm
you-
seeing is like her shots aren't bad. Her timing ain't bad, but her shots are slow. And I think against a better player, I don't think she's gonna hit as many shots. Is how I put it. And so it's hard to know when she's against the 48th player, where to place her. You know, I'd have to see her versus someone a little bit higher up to really gauge that outcome.
Unfortunately, it does not look like she's playing today. Again today.
Gotcha.
She
not
is.
on
She's
Tim?
playing. She's
Oh?
playing against
Did I
Tim.
miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's playing Tim next.
Like I would say.
Oh, I
Ayla would
did.
beat
She's
her,
playing right after this.
Yeah, and I would say that like Ayla would beat her. I would say Tim is definitely gonna beat her. So that's why it's hard to know where I'd place her because it's trying to think where would be good. Probably middle late 20s, maybe even higher. It's hard to say.
Position 20.
Might be even closer to 30s.
Caleb, you are currently ranked 19 yourself.
Oh yeah, then I would put her. Well, you know,
Ignacio's ranked 21.
I would put her. I would put her higher than me. I'd say I could definitely. I would feel very confident in beating her, more often than not. Is how I'd put it.
But then again, oh, Zoe's coming back. Ignacio and Tim are right near there too.
Well,
Yeah,
Joe-
I would say Tim beats me. I would say we're close though. If I were, not even so much right now because Tim's been playing a lot more and I haven't been playing for a while. But like if I got into it and was hard into it, I'd say that I'd probably move up past Tim, and I'd probably move up
you
somewhere
are
in the
past
like
Tim right
top
now.
10.
Yeah, you are past Tim at the moment.
Gotcha.
Tim Genevieve is sitting where at 22,
122.
and you are sitting at 19.
We got chats in the chat saying, "Your stupid little bouncing off the wall trick makes me laugh." Ha ha ha. Hey, you know, if it works, it works, and right now it's working for her. Ooh, isn't that first blood? 1-0. Zoe, first time ahead in this matchup between the two. Ooh, now 2-0. Unfortunate for Dawn. It looks like Dawn might be choking just a little bit here in this final match between the two of them. If she can manage to take the win. 1-2 now.
I'm gonna say this. I think I
Dawn
could
the
relate.
dangerous.
I think Dawn is kind of relaxing a little bit. Now that she's up 3 games, she can kind of relax. It's typically what I do, which is something that I need to break the habit of. But typically when I'm up at least 2 games, I relax a bit, knowing that I have a pretty good lead. And so I'll probably slow down my game, make it a little more obvious, which is something that I need to stop doing, which is probably what Dawn is doing at the moment.
Well, here's another thing. You know, I've never seen Zoe challenge, right? And I don't know if I've seen Dawn challenge either. So that's just some of these things that you notice with these newer players. Neither of them are really see, Zoe moved up a little bit right there, but that was it. She isn't challenging her at all. And I know in a lot of times you don't, but like with how close she's bringing it to the line, there's been multiple times. Like right there, I would have hit it. I would have absolutely challenged her when it was on that line and tried to go for that goal there. So it's interesting.
Oh, another loss
Noel.
on that double bounce shot.
Come on, Eureka boy. You should be here. This is the best time to be a tier. What kind of important stuff you got to do, bud?
Yeah, well,
Let's
being
know.
here's cool.
Yeah.
Being
Maybe it
here's
is important. I don't know. 2-2 right now, though. One more game to go for Dawn. Ooh, see, right there, I would have called shot clock, I think. Nice shot, though. Right wall over. 3-2. Ooh, a quick right wall under. 3-3 now. Dawn with possession. Oh, I don't know. How do you... Oh, that's tough. 4-3. We got the on top.
Oh.
You on top guy. Who's the best in the league? That would be Nathan.
No, that would be Seth Garrett, our commentator here. He's the best in the league.
Technically, Nathan is ranked #1 in the
Okay.
AAHL. So
They didn't ask for
until
rank,
that
though.
day comes.
But they asked for who the best was. They didn't
They
ask
asked for the best, not for
rank.
rank. I mean, you could just say Josiah, because Josiah beat Nathan last week.
Yeah, go Josiah.
Yeah, but
buddy.
winning once or twice doesn't really considered best. I mean, you know, and if Nathan's #1, that means he wins more often than not. It means his ranking is that way for a reason, right?
Question. If you and Nathan played 100 times, you, Seth, Garrett, and Nathan played 100 times, who would win most often?
I don't know. That's actually hard to say, because let me put it this way: I'd say
Oh,
Seth
that's not final
would win the first
They
couple,
stopped playing.
but
Yeah, because
but Nathan gets better as he plays, and he gets more energetic. I want to say, and I think if they were to play that many games, I actually think Nathan would win the most in the end. But only because that's a lot of games. It depends on like how many in a row. You know what I mean? Like if that was like over the course of
There's a
a
5-minute
year,
break
well,
between
then
every
I would
game.
say Seth would probably win the majority. But if that was like over the course of like 3 days or something,
Yeah, see,
I actually think Nathan would take the win on that.
they asked for the
Nathan
best,
has
not rankings.
stamina.
yeah. And in the end, I think it would be Josiah. Now, final shot replay. There we go.
I don't know. That's up for debate. I think it's up for debate.
Definitely. Because Josiah's got a lot of energy, though he does get tired after a lot of games.
And he asked in the league, so we're also only determining off of the American Air Hockey League. But anyway, let's go over to our players now. It looks like Don took that win. Go ahead, get your questions and comments in the comment section for both these players.
Dawn's first game. This is my first game here, but I've been playing plenty of the Wednesday Sundays.
Well, welcome to the American Air Hockey League.
Thank you.
It has been so much fun seeing y'all play.
Bennett, and I am doing good. I'm a little... My knees and legs were definitely, like, tensing up during the game. I don't know if it's maybe my adrenaline and my legs just locked up.
This one, Irk Boy, I don't drink caffeine. I mean, I do sometimes, but, like, I don't drink caffeine. Love Zoe, though. Thank you. Zoe, you're good. You got it next time. I do. I have well, I'm probably going to lose that match, too. Not going to lie. It's against Carter. I have it later tonight.
Why do you dribble it off the wall so often? What's the point? It's kind of to throw people off, but also it kind of like, I used to play basketball, so I would just dribble before I took my shot. It's kind of like that with basketball, where I'd take a good dribble, set it up right before I took my shot. So that's kind of how I do it on the air hockey too, is I'll just sit there and basically dribble it there for a second and then try and line it up the best I can and take the shot.
I dribble it, like, I bounced it off the wall once or twice myself too, and that's just because I don't always know how to line my shots up, so I do that to focus my brain in, and then I score.
Yeah.
Or then I shoot. What's this stream about? It's about air hockey, air hockey, air hockey, air hockey. We're
Eric
the
is asking,
AAHL.
will we play again today? I will be playing again. I think right after this game, I'm playing someone else.
Yes, Don and Tim are playing next. You and
Dawn,
Tim.
get your shot harder. Okay, in my defense, I wanted to calm down a bit because as soon as I start hitting those really hard shots, I start getting really anxious and jittery. So I have to take a second to just calm down and hit lighter shots to kind of see where to hit harder next time. Because if I can find out where that is on that, where to angle it, softer shots to angle it, I'll hit it harder next time. I don't know how to explain it. It made sense in my mind.
My defense seems a little bit lax. It's because I don't play defense very well. That's the only thing. What's air hockey? Air hockey is air hockey. I don't know how to explain. Nate, what's the definition? What's the definition of air hockey?
Okay, Seth, go ahead if you're still with us.
Definition of air hockey, I'll go for it. So, essentially, it's a goal-based scoring game. You've got the air hockey puck on the table. You've got two players with mallets, and you try to score it on the other player. First to 7 wins.
Yeah, I
Fun
think
game.
Eric asked another question of how much we train or how often we train. Personally, anytime you see me on these or any of the arcade streams, those are the only times I train. I think I finally found an air hockey table near where I live, though, so I will definitely be training a lot more, at least as much as I can whenever I have time.
I train on Sundays and Mondays. That's it. Like that when we play is when I train.
Yeah.
I used to train before when I played for my year-ish long the first time. I would train like every day. I was at the table every day. And now my schedule's just gotten so busy to where it's only strictly Sunday and Monday.
Do you ever get mad and throw something? I used to. If you guys watched yesterday's game, I kind of was throwing a little bit of fit there in a second. Not happy about that.
Thank you for our donation.
Yeah, thank you for the $1 donation.
Whoa, Jack, thank you.
All right, Dawn. Wait. Yeah, is Dawn our next one up?
Dawn and Tim are our next
Dawn.
one.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn. How are you feeling about your game against Tim?
I'm definitely gonna have to lock in really hard. I played against Tim not in when I was warming up with Tim yesterday, so yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. I hope I got this.
Definitely.
I'm hoping.
Tim, I went and practiced with Tim yesterday, and he got a good few games off of me. He made some really good scores, so you're definitely in for a good fight.
Yeah, just a lot of I just gotta defend. I defend as hard as I can, and then just try to see if I can line up those shots. My biggest thing is just try to defend. If I can defend and just keep defending, I think I might have a really good chance. Will I win? Probably not. I have confidence though.
Yeah, I got some bad news for you.
Yeah.
The person you currently just faced was 48. Tim is 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim is number 22 in the American Air Hockey League.
Hey, it's about
Can
confidence
you see
though.
a match. You're about to
It
see a
is.
match.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, never mind. It's all set.
he's gone.
Not a match. My bad, guys.
let's roll into the next game, guys. Seth, Caleb, I'm gonna leave it to you, and I'm gonna bounce out a commentary.
I will join
All right,
commentary.
thank you so much for commentating with us.
Thank you, Don and Zoe. All right, I hope you guys all got your questions out of the way for both those players. And now, Don, I believe, is Don going up next? I think Don is. Let me see here. Going back to who is playing who. We got Don versus Zoe. That just happened. Next up is Tim versus Don. And that will actually really give us a good understanding and idea about where she should be placed. Because I think Tim's going to definitely take the win. But, maybe I'll be surprised. Then after that, we have Chance versus Anthony. Josiah versus Carter. Carter versus Zoe. And then possibly Noel versus Carter. So, I believe these are all one-set matches. What that is the first player to win 4 games takes the win. All right, here we go. Tim, warming up right now versus Carter.
That is some power on those shots there from Tim. Tim said, "You might have won that last match, Dawn, but you're gonna see something fierce after this one."
We got Eric Boy in the chat saying, "Hey, why is Kai slacking and not playing?" Well, we got a lot of players in the AAHL and we like to showcase new players all the time who are coming in here and trying out. You know, sometimes they play on Sunday nights, and sometimes they play other times throughout the week, and sometimes there's just no time for everyone on the weekends, or perhaps they're busy. You know, maybe they're doing a vacation or something. Who knows? Either way, plenty of players to play tonight. You can check out and watch. You hope you guys enjoy. We got Ron DeBrown saying, "Hey, can I get a shout out?" Well, there it is, bud. The shout out.
Welcome to the American Air Hockey League.
Oh, a little ding somewhere. Mallet, table, I don't know. Whoa! What's with the $10 dono from
Ocean Studios in the chat here. Welcome. Thank you so
I
much
hope
for
to
your
have a
support.
clean match. Definitely rooting for Tim, though. Man, I gotta say, I'm pretty sure Tim's gonna take the dub. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe she'll have those shots on target and take the win. We'll see. All right, remember to double tap that screen, like and subscribe for more air hockey content in the future. We got shorts coming up and a lot of other things planned out in the future. You know, things take time, but you know, they usually end up being good. That's why they say all good things take time, right? Carter. It looks like he's also kind of getting his warm-up up in right now for his games coming up later. You can really see, too, Carter's like right on that pro line status. You know, he's like...
Carter's definitely getting there. I love to see it.
He's almost in the top 10. And I think he'll get there. I think he will.
Don't get there.
Jacob in the chat saying, "Hey, do these guys have nicknames?" They do. The train wreck is Carter, and the venerable monk is Tim.
Venerable monk.
Or just monk, whatever, you know, tranquil monk, any of that, anything monk. That's Tim, because he's just calm, collect, and you know he almost never has any kind of like you know bad emotional reaction. You know, he's very easygoing with it.
I like how you say that. That's nice.
Yeah. Jeremy in the chat saying, "Hey, this gives D and D vibe." Man, I'd love to make this kind of feel more like D&D. That'd be kind of fun. And here you have the venerable monk. He is challenging the train wreck. Roll a 20-sided die for initiation.
Oh no! Don't roll for initiation. Uh-oh.
Sparky in the chat, old heads got it in the bag. There's a good chance. You know, you can tell that Tim's got a decent amount of wisdom. That's about the nicest way you can say without calling someone, you know, he's got a lot of experience, one could say. All right, here we go. Tim versus Don. The match we've been waiting for.
All right.
How well will Don be able to defend against Tim here? This is going to be an interesting match. I think.
I really want to see if Dawn is going to come out swinging.
Right.
We saw a little bit of almost felt like soft play from Dawn earlier. Tim is going to play very calm defense. He's not going to move out of the way for nothing. I personally played Tim, and it is hard to get him with just a standard straight-up approach. He's got that solid center of the goal defense. He'll deviate left, deviate right when he needs to, but I don't know.
Right. Well, it's actually impressive that Dawn has been able to block the few that have gone toward her goal here. Like that one there. She's actually doing a great job defending. So we'll have to see. I feel like her defense is good, but I feel like her offense is not good enough. So we'll have to see what happens here. I feel like Tim definitely has a stronger offense, and his defense and her defense are kind of close. But hey, already surprised, 1-0. If she is going to take a game, the first game would be the best option to take it. Look at that right wall over 2-0. Okay.
Drua is
Now
in the chat here
1-2.
saying, are there more technical rules to the game that we may not know about? You can't take your mallet and put it on top of the puck. That's called topping. You've got 7 seconds to shoot it, and Dawn loved to count to 6. You can't go over the line. And some of the more technical ones. Super Juice in the chat. When you gonna be in Raleigh, NC? Well, I'm there right now. This is the American Air Hockey League. We're commentating a match out in Boise, Idaho. But if you want to play some matches in North Carolina, Super Juice, go ahead and hit exclamation point NC in the chat there.
Right.
Some of my favorite places to play are Super Rad. No space. You gotta do no space after the exclamation point.
This is turning out to be quite the match. Back and forth, 1-2. Neither player scoring quite some time now. Both just they both put too many skill points into defense and not enough into offense.
Dawn, her shot doesn't make it far enough to the goal.
Now 2-2.
Jacoby Woods in the chat saying, are there any Texas leagues? Are there any Texas leagues? Yes, there are.
You can't fire me because I quit. No. All right, 3-2. Now 4-2. This is about what I was expecting to happen. Dawn get a couple goals on Tim here, but I think in the end her defense is not going to hold up when Tim finds the niche. It just takes some time when you play against another player. You kind of start to read them, start to understand where they like to hold. And that's what Tim is. This first game really is the best option for Dawn to take the win because Tim is just learning. He's figuring out where does she position herself, where do I need to hit it, how hard do I need to hit it.
We've got Leo in the chat saying this would be cool with cigarettes and monster trucks. Don't forget the Mountain Dew, buddy.
Now 5-2. We got Life's Lesson in the chat saying I could beat him. I'm totally a professional. Well, we had a guy in Canada who actually came down to play against our pros, and he ended up losing to almost all of the pro players. We had a couple players who are not quite in the pro status, but more in the semi-pro status that they were able to defeat. But as far as our top 10 went, not even close. But he still did a good job. You were there for that, Seth. Remember Tam?
Yeah, I do.
He did well, and he kept getting better and better as it went. But I mean, against the top 10, it just wasn't happening. And he's a great. He's actually the best player in Canada right now. All right, 7-2. Tim does take the W. You know, she did a good job on that defense, but once Tim starts to figure things out, the cookout begins.
Yeah, just do whatever, you know, whatever.
It'd be on his side. Huh?
We were forcing in the first game.
We got just passing through. He says, man, I've never seen anything more boring. Well, then you must not look in the mirror very often, sir. All right, here we go. The face-off. Ooh, and the right wall under 1-0. Dawn does take the lead. Good for her. All right, now Tim with control. Goes for that cross. We got Brandon Lee in the chat saying some beers with the boys at air hockey. Frick yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. 1-0. We got Jackson in the chat saying, hey, what bikes do you all have? I used to have a, what was it, 750 Ninja? And unfortunately, it burnt up in the fire, or I should say fortunately, because I was probably going to kill myself on that thing. And that thing just flew. That thing was so much fun. It's a good thing it burned up in the fire, because, man, I would have... You know, I never got in a crash with it, and it was only a matter of time. So... All right, 3-1, done. Maybe she found something out on Tim, actually.
That over is really
she's learning,
good.
too.
And we've got 06 Racing here in the chat. Changed up our name a little bit, race car? Uh-oh. I want to see Dawn swing
This may not be
harder.
good though, Drew. Drew, if I only read this part, you know, I don't have my own, but my cousin lets me ride his, and if I don't finish that sentence, 200cc. 3-2 now. Dawn with control. Sets it up. Goes to that right wall under. Drew is like, don't get me out of that, man. Come on. All right, 4-2 Dawn. Actually, surprisingly doing well right now. 4-2 in the lead. Maybe she'll take a game from Tim here.
Ooh.
We got Merc in the chat saying, hey, dang, this looks like it takes more skill than you would think. And that's absolutely true.
I like that last shot from Dawn, too, though. She decided to not go for the capture and then hit it very late. So it was close to the line, gave Tim less time to react, and was able to sneak in a right wall under.
Ooh, a nice left wall over there. 5-3 now. 6-3. It looks like Dawn may take this win from Tim here. One more to go to tie up game 1-1. Will it happen? Oh, and it does. Unfortunately, Tim maybe just has some jitters. You know?
Because I looked at the score and I was like 5 or 6.
It looks like
Ooh, Tim, what happened there?
Dawn is breaking the monk's tranquility right now and managing to land those shots on him.
No, I was trying to make sure I wasn't going. I was trying to
It looks like it is the dawn of a new era here. Dawn being 1-1 now. Tying it up. Dawn trying to do a little bit of a transition shots here. Look at that left wall over. It was actually a nice shot, just barely hitting that bar. Sets up. Kind of goes around the world. A little bit too soft of a shot there, though. She's just trying to throw some spunk into her shots, though. Trying to keep Tim from really figuring out her moves. Jacob asking, hey, so does Dawn get a rank after this?
Yes.
She will be getting a rank. I
They
don't know if
will.
it's after this match per se, but I do know that she is going to be getting a rank, and this will very much help determine where she is ranked. Him just trying to, I don't know if he's trying to do off goals to pull her away from her defense there, or if he's just missing a shot. It's hard to say. 1-0 now. Alright, Tim sets it up, goes for a left wall under, doesn't land.
Oh, Dawn is scaring me with how they capture the puck, though. I am not gonna lie. That is how you self-score. Corral it towards your goal. Just a little concerning is all.
Right.
She's not scored on herself too many times, but just add a little bit extra fatigue. She said she was a little beat up before, but
well, you know, she needs to find her balance like Tim the monk. Now 2-2. As soon as I say something, and immediately Dawn starts to recover.
I say it's the dawn of a new day.
Absolutely.
Or dawn of a new dawn. Ooh. Forehand left wall under.
This game may go on from dusk till dawn. Takes the win. 2-3. Tim has control here. We got card in the chat saying, "Hey, I thought it was pro level for a second." No, this currently is not a pro level. I would say pro level kind of starts around our rank number 11. I would say semi-pro would be, you know, from our top 20 would be semi-pro. I'd say this is just above semi-pro. I'd put it in the amateur bracket or just above amateur bracket. I would put Dawn somewhere in around the 25th to 30, like somewhere around there is where I would place her. But it's hard to say right now because she's actually doing quite well versus Tim, and I didn't expect her to do as well as she is. I honestly thought that she'd maybe get the first game or have at least a good amount of points in the first game, and then Tim would end up winning, 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row after that. And not seeing that. I don't know if Tim's just not hitting it as hard or if he's having a hard time just finding an opening because her defensive positioning is pretty decent. And her shots are pretty decent too. Like, he gets a goal on her and then she immediately hits a nice shot and lands it on him. 5-4, maybe Dawn is actually going to be somewhere in the low 20s, early 19, 18 position. I don't know. It's tough to say. If she can get this win on Tim.
Someone tell him to stop trying to force that nickname. He's beating himself up too much.
I don't even know if it's Nate. It may be someone else. Yeah, chance. Don. I feel like it makes me want to think like don.
No, it's don.
But anyway, all right, 6-4. It looks like Tim only needs one more to go.
Uh-oh.
Jackson is back. Welcome back, Jackson. Yet tall, meat, grizzly in the chest, and Tim is just better. Man, I don't know. I thought he was going to absolutely blow her out of the water in the last couple games here, and it's starting to look like she may have a real shot at defeating Tim. Six to 5. Tim in control of the puck now. He goes for that left wall under, and look at how good of a shot and good of a block that was. I don't know if Tim is just slightly off hitting the bar, or if Dawn is just blocking those, getting a just enough touch on it.
Oh,
Ouch.
no.
I don't think that
Another
counts as a
long-
goal.
No, Tim didn't touch it.
Yeah, I think it only counts
Tim
as
never
loss on
touched
Malachite.
it. Nope. If Tim doesn't touch it, she still has to stop the puck before it goes in her goal. Otherwise, it's too bad to be hurt.
We got Jackson in the chat. He's throwing 100 pennies our way. That
Thank
whole
you so much,
$1
Jackson.
dono.
Woohoo!
Man,
Gotta
I
love
could
a
take
sport.
those 100 pennies if they were pure copper, and we could melt them down and turn it into something special. All right, here we go. I don't know the score reset. I'm not sure what happened there. I must have missed it.
She owned gold.
Oh, it counted. Okay.
That counts, yeah. He has to touch the puck for it to be out of play. The puck is still in play until she tops it or.
Interesting. We got Redevilionic saying, "Is this a real league with a real fan base?" Yes, it is. This is the American Air Hockey League, where we make air hockey great again. And we're reaching out to you and everyone else here in the chat to double tap that stream, like and subscribe, because the more people that see it, the more it gets spread out and awareness gets spread. And we're trying to over time develop more and more leagues in your area. All right, Nerd one. Tim with the left
love
wall over.
how Tim keeps shooting this overshot.
Ooh.
Now that one was a little dirty.
From left
Quick.
wall over to right wall under.
Attacking the
Look at
same
that
side of the
blocking
goal
shot now.
multiple ways.
We got Nathan in
Shout
the
out
testing.
to-
I had to beat Ocean Edits. I can't play tonight, but I can donate with a $20 dono. Remember, all
Nathan,
these
where are you
proceeds right
tonight?
now. Yeah, I think he has a little bit of a. I think he hurt his back or something. He was trying to carry everyone in the American Air Hockey League,
Oh
and
yeah.
it really hurt his.
Yeah, he
But
could
either way,
overcome somebody.
just remember, folks, all the donations go to increasing the American Air Hockey League. Whether it's for cameras, computers, sponsorships, sponsoring this, that, the other, the details, more tables, more mallets, more everything and anything. So thank you so much for the donations. It helps us help you, the chat, in enjoying the viewership, enjoying these
really
matches and these players.
Tim is really locking in. I like how he
Yeah,
attacked
boy,
that
both
bank
of these
shot
people
that Don
back.
shot just to get possession. Nice solid center defense. Not straying too far out of the goal. Playing not a deep triangle though. If I was Don, I'd really start shooting a couple more straight shots. Simply because his defense is so far back. And might have some
crosses
more
right now.
Might have some more open lanes straight towards the goal.
Well, and I think that's what's going on here is Tim has finally realized, he's recognized that she has not hardly shot any cuts or crosses. And, he sits way far back because that's the way to do it. When someone's mostly shooting wall shots, yeah, you sit back. That's actually what I figured out with Nathan, too, I'll sit way back on defense because I have a better time defending the cut and cross, seeing it coming, than his wall shots. Ooh, a nice right wall under there, 6-0. It looks like Tim may actually skunk Don. It is a possibility, and this is why earlier I was saying I really thought Tim was going to come out and just absolutely take Don down. And so now it's starting to show. Maybe it just took Tim a little longer than expected.
Tim seems to have figured out his defensive strategy primarily. Dawn is still shooting the same shots they were at the start of the match. They're not bad. It's really just Tim is...
He's straightened up. He straightened up his defense for her shots. He's understanding that she basically has only shot wall shots. And, he's not letting her through anymore. 7-0. An unfortunate skunk for Don, but a
Get the
brilliant
brooms
victory there
out,
for him.
folks.
The monk had to take some time to meditate on it, and once he figured it out, there is no breaking his ironclad will now going forward.
Well, just for those folks, we see some of y'all in the chat. How do you join? How do you play? Go ahead and reach out to us at AAHLconnect@gmail.com. We're throwing it up on the screen right now for you. We
Absolutely.
do many events, Overthrow the Pro. We travel out to y'all. We host tournament events. If you want to look to play in an air hockey event, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get you connected.
Absolutely. The best way to get involved and find out your world rank is to join Worlds that they host down in Texas. But you can always come up to Idaho or go to North Carolina. And those are some great spots to get hooked up. But like you said before, we also come out and meet up with you if it works out in our schedule and our planning. All right. 3-1. Tim massively turned this match around now, and 1-0. Dawn's gonna have to mix up her shots if she wants to get through.
Cryptics in the chat saying we're an NC. Go ahead and put exclamation point NC in the chat. You can see there are several free weekly tournaments held in North Carolina. We've got Boxcar in Raleigh happening right now. Tuesday at a Boxcar in Greensboro. Thursday at Boxcar in Durham. There's also, starting in January, going to be a 4th tournament in Raleigh at the Super Red Retro Lounge, downtown Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, so to answer a couple of your questions, we got D-Devil in the chat asking, hey, are they the only 2 players right now? On the table, yes. Tonight, no. We have a bunch of other matches planned out for you. And so stick around. Remember, it's the first player to get 4 games in a row wins the set. So if Tim wins this game, he will have officially won versus Dawn here. If Dawn wins 3 more games, then she could beat Tim. So currently it's looking like Tim's going to win. All right, that being said, now we're going to go back to why y'all got an unranked versus number 22. Well, she versed the number 48 and defeated the number 48, and she challenged Tim. And so right now, you get to see where she measures up. This is kind of a good way to determine what her ranking should be, to be fair. So she's figuring it out. We're figuring it out. I mean, honestly, I didn't think she was going to do so well in that first game and second game. And then, Tim is now... He's figured out that she does not really shoot a lot of cuts or crosses, and he's locked in on that defense and starting to make those shots. He's not better, he's just stronger. It's about speed. The speed is definitely a big part of air hockey. Defense is probably just as important, but accuracy as well. I want to say, if Bruce Lee were to play air hockey, how do you think he would play it? You know what I mean? He would probably be holding that mallet with one finger, spinning it around, and every time the puck is moving around, he would continue to keep it moving. So I think the flow of the puck and transition shots are actually where you meet the pros. All right, and there it is, the final shot replay. Tim finds an opportunity, sets it up, takes the shot, right wall under, locks it in, 7-2. So go ahead and get your comments and questions for both these players. We had Don winning game 1 this morning. And Tim managed to come back and take the win in this set. Let's go ahead and hear from them. Don managed to take game 1. And then game 2 was close, but Tim ended up taking that win and going from there, getting a skunk on you and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think I know a little bit about what happened, but I want to ask you, what do you think happened there?
When I lost the puck, or like why I was doing good.
Just the outcome of this match.
So the reason I kept losing my mallet is because in the beginning I kind of just played around with it. And if I had to be honest, I was playing around with it and just like I'm gonna just block the most I can and just play around with the puck. And then as soon as I won that match, I guess I started getting really sweaty in my hands. So I started losing my mallet more because the sweat was building up in the mallet. But honestly, probably one of the proudest games. I'm really proud of myself on that part because I was able to defend myself pretty well.
Those first 2 games, I was actually starting to question myself because I didn't think you were. Honestly, I thought Tim was gonna, do what he did with game number 3 when he 7-0'd you. I thought it would be a lot more in his favor, but those first 2 games, I started questioning myself and all that. So what I think happened, and Seth was the one that really first mentioned it, is you weren't shooting any cuts or crosses.
No. I was kind of just playing around with the puck. I was playing with the puck, if I had to be honest. I was just messing around with it because it didn't matter. Because anytime I tried to actually shoot an actual shot, he seemed to have blocked it just fine. So I'm like, if I just mess around with it, maybe he might, maybe I'll distract him by how much I'm playing with the puck that I can actually make it. And I guess it worked the first match.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely did work out a good bit for you. But Tim reacted on defense. He played a lot closer to the goal than I see him play against a lot of players.
Yeah.
And it's because you shot almost exclusively bank shots. It's just easier to block the banks if you're closer to the goal. But it's so much harder to block those straight shots.
Yeah. I did see someone in chat that was like, I'm pretty sure Tim's going easy on Don. And first I saw there, I'm like, maybe. But I don't know, it seems like he was fighting pretty bad. Like, I think the last 2 games, you definitely did a lot more harder shots on that. And in my mind, all I could think of was block it. If I could block it and be able to get the puck in my possession, maybe we would get a good shot.
Yeah, they told me that you wanted some practice.
Yeah, I did want a little bit of practice in these games. I was afraid to go up against Carter, and I was afraid to go well, I didn't want to go up against Kai because she hurt herself. But
I'm just happy that
I think
we have new
Tim
players.
was a very good Tim was a good matchup to really kind of also scale and see about where your placement would be too.
Yeah.
So I think that was overall. I think it was a good determination. And I think you have a lot of room for growth. I mean, the fact that you were able to do as well as you did those first 2 games, didn't hit any cuts or crosses. Like if you start working on cuts and crosses, and then also have those bank shots, there's a lot to improve, which is awesome. So
yeah, I just need practice.
Right.
Lots and lots of practice. I don't get a whole lot of practice at home. Any practice I get is here. So just practice, and I'm sure I'll eventually get there. Eventually.
We got
I think so.
Ryan in the chat saying play faster next time, and you're not fainting. I think he means like faking, like fake shots and whatnots. Hard to say though.
Why didn't you try better, Don? Because I was just honestly. I had a lot of people, especially here, like in my last game. He's like, rated top something. You're a new player. And in my mind, I was like, confidence and blots. I'm just going to try my defense and just hope it goes well for me.
You do have a good shot, though. You have a good shot when you come close to the line, and you bank it real fast.
Well, as I was trying to do like I did with Noel, because I wanted a rematch with Noel, because I noticed a shot I could get with a lot of people is if I bring it up to that line, I just play with it. Some people will bring their puck up.
You can't rely on all.
I can't rely on all
time,
of that. Yeah, that's why I was messing around to see if you would do it or not. And did you that one side shot?
Also,
Bard in the chat definitely said it really good. You did great, especially considering your experience.
Yeah, I think so.
I am excited to continue to see you grow as a player and play. Caleb, sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, you're good. So I think this is the first time we've actually seen you here, Don. What got you into air hockey?
If I had to be honest, it was my cousin's boyfriend originally introduced me to it, and I at the arcade, and I'll be honest, family stuff happened. A lot of really nasty crap with that side of the family. So I tried to stay away from the arcade games because that's what they were mostly playing. So I focused on air hockey and just hoped that the rumors about me weren't getting to you guys. I really hoped Nathan would allow me in. considering I had rumors about myself being a very nasty person, and he did. So I just kept coming to air hockey. It was one of the best ways to let off some steam, and I really enjoy it, and I really hope I can keep coming back. This might be this time, and then next week might be the last time you guys see me for a little while, because I'm getting a new job, and they no I don't know what it's called, but like I have to work weekends. No debating whatsoever. Have to work weekends. So this might be the last time you guys will see me for a bit.
Well, congrats on the new job. I hope it goes very well for you. Any last comments, Tim, before we move on to our next match?
Oh no, she played great. I'm just happy that we have new players, all the time, and I feel honored actually. I mean, just to let her gauge where she should be in the league. So
perfect. Well, thank you guys both so much, Don. Hope to see you again at least another few times, and we'll carry on to the next match. Thank you guys. All right, so up next, Chance versus Anthony. These are two of our pro players, in the top 10. So let's give you guys a good matchup here. I know a lot of you are like, hey, these are pros, with question mark in there. And, those were more just on the outside of a semi-pro. The next two players are pros. We got Chance, ranked number 4. Anthony, ranked number 7. Can Anthony manage to take a win from Chance here? Possible. I think the biggest thing with Chance is his mental game. If he can keep his mental strong, he'll take the win. But if his mental starts to if Anthony gets some strong wins on him and he starts to beat himself up, then there's a good chance Anthony will take the win.
Yeah, that's my starting stick.
Definitely true on that one.
Chance is one of those players that he's got a lot of skill with the mallet, with the puck. I feel like Chance, could very well continue to climb and do better, and even in the future, possibly take the number 1 spot. If he can get his mental game with into a good fashion, is how I'd put it. All right, here we go. In the chat, we got Calm Ricky saying pros. Yes, pros. We got Kirkong, Philippines is the best country. I mean, there's a lot of good countries out there. It's hard to say who's the best. We got are all players friends? I would say yes. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not there enough to really determine the social interaction between these players. We've got okay, let's see what pros play like. This is it. I'm gonna bring in the aura here in a second. The aura is insane. Do any of the top 10 play left-handed? Yes, Josiah is a lefty. We've got
nice cross.
Rooting for long hair wizard guy. That's right. Anthony, can he do it? 3-2.
That's Chance moving too much on defense there. Just like I was worried about for Dawn, I said, hey, she's going too far out of the way. It could go into her goal. Chance did that, and because it was a harder shot, it went in on himself.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to give you, the chat, a little taste of what it could be like when we start to heat things up. All right. So, Anthony is going to get the puck here. You ready, Seth? Here we go. It looks like Chance actually gets the puck. And he sets it up, goes into the diamond dip. He's looking for an opportunity, goes for the left wall under, does not land it. Chance now with the puck, goes for a cross, and gets it in, 4-3. Anthony just stopping the puck. He's taking his time, kind of going a little bit of a tap left, going for that cut and cross angle right now. Chance goes for a cheeky forehand, but Anthony captures it. Ooh, Anthony reads this left wall shot. Look at this. Gets a huge touch on it right here. Look at this. Boom. Shoves it right into his goal with a double wall. Ooh, Anthony tried to challenge there, though, but not quick enough. 5-4 now. Anthony goes for a touch.
He pushed forward on that shot, but then he realized he needed to get back and just stayed out of the way for that extra blink of a second. Which is how that went in on Anthony there. 5-5, our point of criticality, folks.
Look at this dirty shot by Anthony. Absolutely sets it up for that double wall left under. Amazing shot, 5-5. Can he continue and take a game from Chance here? Chance sets it up, goes for that cut. Doesn't lock it in. Sets it up again, goes for a left wall. Anthony gets the touch with the right wall over. One more to go for Anthony to take game number 1. 5-6.
A sneaky little snag there by Anthony. And then we got the transition shot, which ended up being a right wall under. Chance had nothing for it.
Anthony gets a nice little flick touch, catches it and cut. 7-5, taking game number 1 with the upset.
Good first game.
All right, and in the chat we got nice sneaky, says Eric Boyd. We got Nightbot saying the commentators have been fired. Fired, I tell you.
Fire.
We've got Card saying cooking. That's right. That's what we are doing. We're cooking this thing up, getting hot in here. Anthony is mogging. We've got Rye Razor saying way to go, Anthony.
Ocean Studios in the chat saying, Anthony, you got this for sure. Ocean Studios is now tied with Nathan to be able to pick our commentary battle.
Chance getting 2 points in a row. Anthony, unfortunately, he let that ego get to him maybe. 2-1 now. Ooh, Anthony with a nice touch. Chance loses his puck. Gives him a moment to breathe. But it doesn't matter. 2-2 now. With the setup, goes for a dragon sense, but Anthony is in the flow state. You cannot stop this man right now.
Not at all. Anthony is killing it.
I have not seen Anthony play this well in quite some time, but he is. We're going to have to change Anthony's name to Himitsu. 4-2. Chance playing close to that line. He's trying to get Anthony to pull out, but it is not working. Anthony is locked in on that defense right now. 4-2 still. A nice charge block there by Anthony. Sets it up. Gets control going for those cuts, but it looks like Chance also a good block of his own. Now Anthony with another opportunity.
I would actually disagree with Card in the chat here, saying Chance needs to pick up the pace a bit. I think he needs to slow it down a little bit. I think he's trying to rush himself. He's got Anthony charging, which means he could just bait a charge and shoot a bank.
Right.
Or you could bait a charge and then just see the reaction. But he's setting it up, shooting a quick shot too often in my perspective.
Right. Yeah, I think he should bait a charge, but he has to be careful because Anthony's not no beta, and it is now 4-3. All right, and we got call me good. Anthony is Himitsu. 5-3 now. Eric Boy saying big time wizard energy from Anthony. He is absolutely dominating with the presence on that table right now. But it's looking like in his slowing down, Chance is locking in now, 4-5.
Looks like Nathan's chat in the chat got him a little bit. He said, "Stop reading the chat, Anthony," and then he smiled.
7-4. Locking in again. Look at this. Chance sets it up. A nice setup. Goes to that right wall under, but look at this touch Anthony does. Instead of a normal block, he brings the puck to his back wall and manages to redirect that puck into Chance's goal. Not something you see too often from the players over here at the American Air Hockey League. I wonder if that's just a miracle deflection or if that was purposeful and he could do it again. We'll have to keep on watching and see. We got Moku Studios in the chat saying, this is a thing. This is fire. That is right. And, you know, you guys can always reach out to us to try to figure out how to join up with this kind of stuff. But, you know, we're growing each and every day with your help. Remember to double tap that screen, like and subscribe so we can further increase these matches with you and everyone else here in the chat. All right, here we go. Chance gets control, gets that face off.
And we've got somebody in the chat saying, keep reading the chat. Oh, well, whoever is that, they look like a little handsome man in that little picture there.
1-0 now. Chance is starting to feel that pressure. I mean, Anthony's 2 games up right now. And Anthony, he's just in that flow state. 2-1. Chance does have the lead.
Ryan Fernandez in the chat saying, Ant-Man here. Well, Ant-Man is down 2-1 right now. Let's see if Chance is able to take Ant-Man down.
Right. Oh,
that's just a bad charge. Pushed too far out. Didn't quite get it.
3-2 now. Chance, he is taking his time. You can definitely feel that pressure. He's like, okay, I need to take a second and think about this. Go for some off goals. I think what happened is Chance underestimated Anthony here. And understandably so. You know, Anthony, we haven't seen Anthony come out playing this hot in a long time. And I think it really took Chance by surprise. He realized he has to respect Anthony now. He has to give him that understanding that, you know, he is ranked number 7. He's, yes, a few ranks down, but not by much. And look at these blocks, these quick reactions by Anthony. All right, a little bit of lag there, but it looks like we are back. All right, going over to the chat. I know we got Seth saying keep reading chat. That's right.
Yeah, keep reading
keep the chat going.
Woohoo!
Anthony's offense is like a lightning bolt splitting a tree in half before it even knew what happened, what hit it. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Chance has so much possession, but very little pressure. You know, it's interesting. Anthony is just on it right now. Ooh, Anthony just flipped his hat around, and I think that was a big mistake. You know, I think that was I think the timing on that was just not there. Ooh, a nice what? Okay, would you call that a forehand shot? What was that, Seth?
I would have had to see the replay on that one. That was definitely interesting.
He hit it with like the back of his mallet, but he hit it to the right wall, like almost like a cross. I mean, it was weird. It was a nice shot though.
It was that one Chance does where it's like the forehand cross.
Yeah, it ended up hitting the right wall. I think it was the right wall under in the end, but it was like the way he shot it was just so.
Forehand right wall is one of my favorite shots. That's something I.
But it wasn't like okay, so.
While.
So you know when you're using the forehand on, let's say you're holding the mallet and it's to the left of your mallet, right? Your left side, that's your forehand. Let's say that's your forehand. He hit it on the back side of his right side of the mallet. Like he like turned all the he did like a 180 and like hit it in a. It was so strange. Anyway, all right. I'm going on about it. Yeah, that shot was nasty. That is for sure. All right, 6-4. Chance trying to lock in. Can he do it? Ed Spec with the $2 dono made you look loser. All right, 6-4. Oh, Anthony tried to get a touch there. Chance. Nice. Chance does manage to get that win. You can see he started to get into the flow, the rhythm of it, you know, doing that diamond drift. And, you know, he is back. Interesting matchup so far. 2-1. And I'm going to leave it to you for a second there, Seth. I'm going to go grab me a drink. I'll be right back.
All right. And we've got Deadspec in the chat saying, made you look loser. loser in the chat. Moko Studios going bang. We've got the fans cheering for Anthony in the chat. Takes first blood. Ooh. Let's see if Chance is able to equalize. Nope. Anthony gets possession. Uh-oh. Feels bad on that one for Chance there. He's close to the puck, but didn't quite stop it in a way where it bounced off and he just didn't protect his post. A similar thing happened to Anthony on that one. Now we're 3-1. Anthony quickly sets it down, shoots a shot. Ant-Man is our favorite, says Eric Boy in the chat. Welcome. Shadow, no, this is at the bus stop arena. Yeah, we are at the bus stop arena here. I like that nickname.
All right. And now, whoa, what happened? I missed 6-1.
Yeah,
what
you
in the
blink.
world's going on?
Yeah, you blink and a game is over, folks. That game is already said and done.
He almost
written
skunked
all
him.
the way.
What a destructive look at that shot right now. Chance is definitely feeling the pressure. He needs to focus, and right now his mental game is taking a toll. This is one of those moments that really defines a warrior on the field of air hockey. Can he regain his poise? Will Chance be able to come back from this? Or will Anthony continue to ride the flow state? Continue to enter that zone and take the win? 1-0 now. Anthony with control. A huge quick right wall under, but Chance, a beautiful block. Chance with the right wall over. Anthony could not get there. Anthony goes for that cut. Another nice touch by Chance. Chance sets it up. He's looking for an opportunity here. Goes for that right wall over, but Anthony leads it into a cut. 2-1. Chance again with control. Sets it up. Looks for that cross and lands it. 3-1 now. Anthony with another cut.
Oh.
Chance has got to block those cuts. 3-2.
Yeah, he's jumping just a little too hard on him, and it's starting to make me concerned.
Right. He did hit that over the line. He does pass that to Anthony. Anthony now with the opportunity here. Goes for that cut again. This time, Chance does get a piece of it. Excuse me, now Chance with control into the diamond drift, looking for that right wall under. Anthony with control, goes for those crosses. It looks like Anthony's shots are starting to go a little wonky here. That timeout or that pause in the game is maybe pulling him out of that flow state now. Looks like Chance has an opportunity here. He's hitting a little slow though. He just needs to get a little bit more power and speed on those shots while maintaining the accuracy.
What I want to see is I want to see Chance shoot a cross off that diamond drift. We didn't even see him shoot it too many. I would love to see one top left of center though. That would be insane. Yeah,
right.
We've seen these early. That's what I want to see. That was a little bit closer to center or right of center even.
Ooh, 4-3. Also, shout out
wanted.
to Shadow's mom, because Shadow's on TV. All right, 4-3. And now 5-3. Looks like Chance is starting to pick things up. His movement is starting to look a bit cleaner now. Goes into that diamond drift. He shifts his foot around. I don't know if that was a good foot shift. You know, you got to remember that foot positioning is really key on these shots right now. And I think he needs to go back to the other shift. Anthony looking, seeing those blocks. And there we go. It looks like Chance did shift his foot there again, managing to get that win. 6-3 now. Anthony with the leaner dinger. 6-4 now.
Oh, got the crab shot. Hits the back wall. that can really mess with an opponent's timing. They look at
Absolutely.
it.
I mean, you're just chomping at the bit with that crab shot.
See if
6
he's
to
able
4
to-
now.
See if he's able to push something out.
And 7 to 4. Chance managing to hold on to this victory still is not over yet. 2 games to 3. Can Chance manage to maintain poise, or will Anthony manage to take a victory here from Chance? We've got Eric Boy in the chat saying, I support friendly relations even between rivals. We got Ryan in the chat saying, come on, Ant-Man. We got Card saying, Chance is focusing hard now. That's right. We
Thank
also
you,
have Nathan.
Nathan, thank you for calling out Shadow's question in the chat here. It's called the Diamond Drift. Mostly because it forms like a little diamond shape on a table.
And typically only diamond ranked players can use it. Okay, maybe I made that one up, folks. All right, here we go. And a nice cut, 1 to 0. Ooh, a nice forehand shot there by Chance, 1 to 1. Ooh, 2 to 1. Anthony is absolutely pulling those shots, powerful on that field. Chance is just playing it nice and slow. Look at that double wall. He's like, I just need to get something. And he gets it. 2 to 2 now.
Ooh.
Ooh, that one's frustrating for Chance. 3 to 2. A nice shot there by Anthony. All right, Anthony has control. Sets it up. Goes for that cut. An unfortunate touch by Chance. 4 to 2. Chance goes for the shot. A nice defensive charge by Anthony. Anthony goes a little too wonky there on defense. The left wall over slides in. 4 to 3. Chance with control. Chance goes for another shot. Anthony getting a touch on it.
Anthony only needs 3 points, and this set is over, though, folks. If you wanted to see pro air hockey, you
Right
are
wall
seeing it
over.
right now. It plays so much faster, folks.
Ooh, that one took a chunk out of Anthony's hand. He is feeling the pain. Listen, this is a dangerous sport for those fingers. That little piggy did not make it home. 5 to 3 now. Anthony has the opportunity. Goes to that right wall under. It was definitely a light shot there. What kind of situation are we going to see here with that hand? It looks like it might be okay though. He's not babying it so much anymore. All right, going over to the chat. Chance, no chance, says Eric Boy. Ooh, 6 to 3. One more for Anthony to go. Chance is feeling the absolute pressure coming down on him. Can he change this up? Can he make an absolute crazy comeback? A nice forehand cross. There we go. Anthony, though, goes back to Chance. Chance goes for that left wall under. A nice shot, 6 to 5. Anthony only needs one more point. Is he going to choke or is he going to clutch? Anthony has the shot. He goes for the cut. Doesn't land it. Sets it up once again. Anthony goes to the right wall over, but it's deflected.
Chance keeping
now.
his shot alive. Chance alive. Oh.
He goes to that right wall under, but
Almost
Anthony
on
goes
goal.
for that defensive shot. That miracle shot did not land. All right, Chance with an opportunity once again. Actually, it might go to Anthony. I don't know. I would almost say replay that because the way he defended that was almost aggressive.
Still backwards movement though.
Right.
The letter of the law is pretty strict on
And
that one.
that
And
is Anthony taking the win.
the Ant-Man
7-5.
takes it down. Dark Antonio.
The left wall over. Get your questions and comments in the comment section right now because you're going to hear it from both these players. They're going to go over to the seat. In fact, they're already there. There they are. Anthony, I'm sure you're feeling pretty spunky about that one. Go ahead.
Sir.
Give us what you got. Let's hear it.
I haven't played in it's been like 3 weeks since I last played. I've been busy with stuff. And seeing all like the Go Anthony in chat, that was pimp. That was cool. I don't remember having that many fans before, like a month ago. And I haven't played much. So having that many fans was kind of cool. Just seeing people go Anthony, got this, go Ant-Man. And all that was kind of cool. I thought that was pretty sweet. Chance played really well. I wasn't expecting to win at all. I was expecting to get swept.
And normally we would, normally we'd expect Chance to win here. And honestly, I think what happened, I could be wrong, but I think what happened is we underestimated you, Anthony, going into the game, and you played your best game I've seen in a long time.
For sure.
I mean a long time. You were hitting shots that you should not be hitting, and it was pretty incredible, honestly. So, Chance, I would not feel bad about that one. Seeing Anthony play at his top game ever. But another $2 donation from Ocean in the testing fire game, Anthony. Absolutely, that was a thriller.
Dude, that was
sure.
great.
It was good.
I had white girl
played
music
good.
playing the whole time. Like Rihanna.
We got we got all kinds of chat going up. Why deny the bro fist earlier? I don't think that ever happened.
That didn't happen. I was very sad about it. I was very sad about it.
Oh, and then we got Ryan in the chat saying, "Chance, you played incredible, bro."
Dude, he had some great his bank shots. Oh my gosh, they're so fast and like out of like nowhere. It's like whoa, and it's right in the goal.
There was a shot you did, Anthony. I want to know, was it accidental or purposeful? And what it was is Chance took a shot at you, and you deflected on the left. Let's say you were on the left side of the table. You deflected on the left side of the goal, but you actually hit it toward your back wall and made the goal. Was it just a defensive fluke, or was it a purposeful defensive shot?
That's a good question.
Maybe you don't remember.
Trying to remember the shot.
That made no sense because you made it sound like he scored in on himself.
Yeah.
In that statement.
No. So excuse me. So Chance, you shot it at his goal.
Okay.
He went to block, and it was a defensive block, but he actually hit it to his backboard. It turned into like a turkey shot for him, basically, and it bounced off his back wall, his side wall, and into your goal.
Oh.
Basically, what I was asking is, was it a purposeful defensive shot, or was it just you were blocking and it just happened to go in?
Probably just happened.
That was my
question. Probably
question.
just happened to go in.
Okay.
There was one
I've seen
shot.
another one that was similar, but it flew off the table. So that's why I was curious, because I thought maybe it was purposeful.
There was one shot I did where I could tell it got Chance because it hit like the back of my mallet and it was like a right wall over, and it hit the back of my mallet, and I watched Chance jump up. And he was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, that was a good shot.
That was really good. I was like, whoa, that was cool.
I can definitely agree. That was a really good shot.
It was clean.
Right. Well, we got Oli in the chat saying, "Heyo." We got UK here. We got all kinds of people just jumping in the chat that we haven't seen before. Remember, if you guys like what you're seeing, double tap that screen, like and subscribe. Helps us grow so we can reach more people and fans and whatnot. Anything else you want to say here to your fans in the chat?
Ooh, Cardi.
Well, the last time I played Anthony, it was to progress past him, so I couldn't say card.
Cardi. This is the
vibes.
You're. Growing a mustache gives you 5+ power.
We got Brian saying this is vibes. I love that. I came across this. See y'all next Monday. Absolutely. Excuse me, and maybe possibly on Sunday. That being said, thank you guys both so much. Great game you guys played out there. Anthony, well done. Hope to see you playing some more like that in the future.
100%. That was
great.
And
Chance, you as well. It was a beautiful diamond drifts that you had out there. Good transition shots.
Why are we wearing outfits? Because Nathan gets mad if we don't.
Yeah, Nathan gets mad at us if we don't wear jerseys.
Yeah, he's picky.
He doesn't feed us.
It's good.
Yeah, he wants to starve in his basement.
All right, we got Josiah versus Carter next. This should also be a pretty interesting game. I did not expect Anthony to take that win from Chance, but the unexpected is to be expected sometimes here at the AAHL. And,
indeed.
I expect Josiah to take this win from Carter, but, Carter's also been shooting some pretty good shots, and we'll have to see what happens.
I'm a little curious to see what's going to happen exactly as well. Carter has been on specifically the up and also the up. Um, so if he can catch Josiah off, get Josiah a little frustrated, it can definitely lead to a win in Carter's favor.
Absolutely. We got Ruth Kamichek in the chat saying this is the game I've been waiting for. That is our sponsor of today's game, Ruth Kamichek at Ruthless Real Estate. If you're in the Idaho area and you're looking to buy or sell property, reach out to Ruth Kamichek because she will get you hooked up. Let me tell you, she has the integrity, she has the skills to find that wonderful home for you and your family. So reach out to her as soon as you can. All right. Oh, we had some people earlier asking where's Kai. It looks like she is there, but she'll probably be just helping people to warm up for now and so on. We got a lot of other games planned out today.
Yeah, I am excited for this next one though. We've got Josiah and Carter playing. Where they at? Where they hiding? Well, it's time to duel.
The duel. Da, 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 or something like that. I forget. I actually need to rewatch a couple of those.
Card in the chat saying, with a rank disparity this large, wouldn't it be expected to be a blowout? It definitely can. Especially, we got number 3 going up against number 13 or 12. But players climb the ranks by winning matches like this. I remember when Chance was in like the 10s. And he has worked his way up to be where he's at, where he's ranked currently 4. You see Anthony's at 7. It definitely happens.
Right. We saw way back when, I remember when Josiah, I think it was Josiah versus Spec. And that was the first time he ever beat Spec I watched. And it was so much fun. I think that might have been one of my, I don't know, there's a lot of favorite moments in air hockey, but I think that was my favorite game just because it was not expected at all. He was, at the time, he was only ranked like number 7 or something, and Spec was ranked number 2. And he came back, too, was the thing. He was like down 3 games or something, and he came back 3 games and took the win, and it was an incredible comeback and win versus someone who's expected to win. So, good times. That's right. Lefty has appeared. Someone asked about that earlier. Who is the lefty in the air hockey? That is Josiah. He is the lefty.
Card is killing it in the chat. Carter, where you at? We're waiting. Woohoo! Everybody in the chat, let's go ahead and start chanting for Carter. Carter, 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 Carter.
I think maybe what happened is I think Carter did actually get a little bit of a warm-up game earlier for someone else. I don't know if he'll need one or not. But it looks like Josiah is just warming up right now. Ooh, a nice double dinger danger there by Josiah. Oh, yeah, I think we lost the table sound just now.
Did do some.
Oh, there we go.
And we're back.
But now I'm starting to hear an echo. Is that still there? Or?
Did somebody not wake up Carter? Says okay. Card in the chat. Well, folks, I will be one moment. I'm just going to use the restroom. Be right back.
All right. Oh, and there Carter is. And it's hard to say if he's going to warm up or not. We'll see here shortly. We got Afara in the chat saying smiley faces, laughing faces, and oh gosh faces, I guess you could say. Hard in the chat saying, is the other player rated? Yes, both players are rated. I'm not sure what Carter's current rank is. I want to say is somewhere around 11-ish. Maybe it's higher than that. I don't know. We'll have to see here shortly. Whereas Josiah's ranking should be somewhere in the top 3. I'm not sure either for Josiah because Josiah, Spec, and Nathan bounce around. Typically, Nathan stays in first relatively the most often. All right, and there we go. Josiah is ranked number 3. Carter ranked number 12. 1-0 now. So yes, this is quite a big disparity in ranking here, but you just never know. All right, 2-1. We've got Eric Boy in the chat saying shorts is the right choice. Better mobility, absolutely. Sometimes our players save their arms for a little bit more aerodynamics, with that speed on that puck. All right, 2-2. Carter with control, going for that cut, doesn't quite land it. All right, Carter has control, going for that diamond drip, goes for that cut, a nice shot there, taking 3-2. Ooh, another nice cut right back to him, Josiah, 3-3 versus Carter. Carter going for that cross, not quite landing it. Josiah setting up, going for that cut there. Carter getting it a couple nice blocks. Carter goes for the shot. Oh no! Josiah unfortunately lands it in his own goal, trying to capture it back. 3-4 now. We got Pinata in the chat saying, hey bro, my initials are CC and his are CC. You guys might be twinsies. 4-4 now. Josiah trying to do the 2-4-8 touch pattern, but I think he's just getting a little bit out of control there. A nice left wall over, 5-4. Carter firing right back, 5-5. Guess who's back? Back again. Nuggets back. Nuggets back. Okay, so 5-5. Carter setting it up. Now 6-5. And Josiah has control. Tries to get the shot there. Josiah gets a nice touch on it, setting it up. Goes to that left wall under. Doesn't land. Carter has an opportunity to take game 1 from Josiah. Doesn't quite land it though. Josiah goes for that cut. Gets a nice shot in. 6-6. A 6-7 moment. Get your 6-7s ready in the chat. And it looks like Josiah does recapture the puck. He sets it up. Goes for that left wall under. Goes for the cut. Carter goes for the shot as well. Josiah recaptures. Josiah sets it up into Carter, gets control! Goes to the flip, and there it is! Carter taking game 1 from Josiah! Another upset! An unexpected underdog story in the making!
6-7! Ah!
And we got the car saying 6-7. We got NHL King 6-7. Pinata 6-7. We got Johnny 6-7. NHL King 6-7. We
Here's
got
a random in it. Woohoo!
Nugent 6-7. Everyone in the chat with the 6-7s. What
and we've got the
match.
one and the only Vi Rainsberger going 6-7.
That's right. We also got the Jonesy. All right. Game 1, the underdog taking it from Josiah. Josiah, you can see his energy is starting to go up now. He's like, okay, 140 BPMs to the 118. He is starting to feel the pressure.
This just became real, folks.
That's right. The food is on the stove. It is heating up. 1-0 now. Carter still in the lead. Carter setting it up. Goes for that forehand shot. Josiah trying to go for a left wall. Josiah. Carter with the left wall again.
Gets him on the charge. Josiah shooting a tried and true left wall over quickly on
nice
Carter.
Shot.
That is something we do love to see. Oh. Almost lost it. Way to capture. Hold.
Oh, Josiah got a little too fancy with it. and in his own goal. Unfortunately, 3-1 now.
Yeah, Carter got just a piece of it on that last shot, and then Josiah blocked towards his goal, and it just instead of stopping it all the way, he just misdirected it.
I mean, right
Towards
now
his
it's
no-no
looking
zone.
like we need to change today's name to the Day of Giant Slaying, because it looks like Carter's taking a piece of that energy from Anthony right now. 4-1.
And Dawn earlier.
Now 4-2. Yeah, all the underdogs just doing incredibly well right now. Josiah has control of the puck. Goes for that cut. Goes for a left wall. Sends it up, trying to get in the rhythm, and then a crazy wonkety-winkety shot goes right in. Ooh, what a challenge shot that was! Where's our live replay at? Someone needs to fire the back room, is what I would say.
Yeah, not fire commentators, fire.
Where's
fire
our chat?
the camera.
I haven't seen our chat either. What is going on in there? All right, 5-4. Look at those double dinger-dangers by Josiah right now. Multiple dinger-danger-dangers. He is going that off goal into an on goal, trying to land those shots.
Card
One
in
of the
the
few
chat
players to
going.
really lock that in.
Card in the chat going fired. Josiah, don't
That's right.
disappoint the fans. Says Eric Boy in the chat here.
Ooh, Josiah now with a nice left wall under.
Carter is still up a point though, and possession takes
And there
game
it is,
number
a left
2.
wall over. 2-0 right now. Carter, can he be stopped? I don't know. Once the train gets going, it is hard to stop it. All right. Hold on a second, folks. We're going to try to get some of these things fixed. All right, here we go. 2-0. It looks like, okay, I can actually see the chat now through our big iPhone screen on the TV. We got Eric Boy saying, we love the comebacks. We got Card saying Carter's defense is just too solid.
And we've got Brandon Masick in the chat going L NHL King saying good job Carter. Dang, Carter is a force to be afraid of, said Nathan as well.
Dude, he's ranked number 12, and he's showing up and really putting on the pressure on the number 3 right now. A left wall over, 2-0. Josiah coming back with a fast left wall under. Carter going for a slow right wall. Josiah reads another deflection shot there. Just trying to gain control and the flow back in his favor. He's doing a good job getting touches, but he just can't seem to land these shots right now.
And we've got Racing in the chat saying upset the upsetter, as well
Right.
as Eric Boy saying respect for Carter, but I'm still rooting for Josiah. Well,
2-3 right now.
oh, nice touch on that to get possession. And in a transition battle, Carter get that last puck.
Now 5-3. Carter doing just a phenomenal job right now in this matchup. Ooh, trying to get that force shot there. Gets control of the puck, goes for a cross. Another touch, just barely deflecting these shots. Maybe he's just got a good read, or I don't know, but this is quite the match right now. All right, we got our chat back up. We got
Char in the
Rachel
chat
saying
saying,
upset the upsetter.
Char saying, looks like someone could have used more energy drinks.
This dark horse is showing up.
Ocean Studios back in the chat saying, come on, Carter, you got this. Put Josiah in his place. Well, right now he is up 6-4, folks.
And now 6-5. Carter only needs one more point to get game number 3. Goes for that off goal there. Sending it up,
I think
going
Arrival
around the
Over
world.
would be great. Arrival Over would be even better, though. Pump fake,
Ooh,
right wall over.
You went for the
Come on.
left wall over, just out of it. Slightly goes for
Come
that
on,
cut.
shoot it. Shoot it!
Almost goes in his own goal.
Almost.
Nice
Oh!
forehand shot. What
Didn't
an
see-
absolute brilliant last shot there.
Didn't see that one coming. Ooh, wait, let's see this one
at this.
again, folks.
Boom, boom. Huge cross forehand
Oh, yeah?
shot. 7-5.
Bang. Oh, that was a forehand cross shot, too.
I know. I thought it was a cut at first,
Nonetheless.
but it was a cross.
Wow,
Crazy
it looked
shot.
like a cut. From my perspective, the first time seeing it go in, only realized on that slow replay. And that's how fast air hockey is, folks.
Yeah, you know, and that's what we love about having these replays. Each and every goal, you know, when our backrooms are able to make it happen, but it's hard when it goes just so quickly.
We've got NHL King in the chat saying, amazing job, Carter. But if I'm sitting Carter here, I understand job's not done. You definitely can lose a 3-0 match pretty quickly.
Oh,
And,
I can tell you right now, Josiah is about to take this win in game number 4. I can feel it. He has something coming. I can sense it. You better be ready, chat. Setting it up, he goes for that off goal. Doing another tip to tap. Going for a lot of off goals. He's just trying to pull Carter away from his defense, and he manages to get that cross. 1-0. Carter. Looking a little bit flustered here, but Josiah gets back control, sets it up, goes for the left wall under. Just trying to look for opportunity. He tries to catch Carter reaching, but Carter ain't like no other. He stops and gets back in defensive position in time. 0-1. Carter goes for the cut. Carter setting it up, goes for the cross. Carter setting it up for that left wall over. A slow, hard to read shot by Carter there. A nice one. And Josiah going for a similar shot, but unfortunately Carter gets into position to block his opportunity.
Nice.
2-1 now. Josiah tries to go for a slow shot and then goes right into a left wall under.
Card
nice shot
in
by
the
Josiah
chat.
there, 2-2.
Card is in the chat saying, do you guys ever create clips for your channel? We do. Some of our favorite clips, though, that we've made, at least my favorite clips, is our Overthrow the Pro segment, where you get to see regular players play our pros and see if they're able to take a pro down and win $100. And so
Absolutely.
far, nobody's done it yet.
And right now, though, the craziest part is that Josiah has instantly landed shot after shot. Now 5-3, or excuse me, 5-2, and he has taken that lead. Something we haven't seen in the last couple games now.
Yeah, Carter has had his foot on the gas the whole time. Josiah's able to pump the brakes at least a little bit, warm up the tire pads. Let's see if he's able to slow this train wreck all the way down.
Josiah tried to go for a really interesting shot there, but unfortunately went off his mallet just a bit wonky. Now 2-5, and it looks like Carter has control, sets it up, goes for that cut, doesn't land it, setting it up again, goes for another off goal, but it goes over to Josiah. Josiah takes control, goes for an off goal, pulling Carter away from his defense, goes for the cross, lands it, 6-2. Josiah only needs one more point here. He sets it up. He's looking to make sure it's not a sweep, and tries to go for that cut there. It's not over yet, though. Josiah going for that shot, looking for another opportunity, goes for a cross. Carter now with control, sets it up, goes for a touch. Nice grab by Josiah. Josiah setting it up, going for a fake. Doesn't quite land it, though. Carter manages to hold on. Ooh, another nice touch there by Josiah. Carter, though, in control. A good challenge by Josiah there. Man, this is just going so quickly. 2-6. Carter in control. Sets it up. Goes for the cross. Doesn't land. Carter setting it up again. Goes for another cut. Another cut. And there it is. He lands at 3-6 now.
Shout out to
Josiah,
our questions in the chat here. We've got, do the players get a timeout mid-series? Yes, they get a timeout once per game. It's only 10 seconds though. And they get an additional timeout between games once per set, which is just an extra minute. So not anything too crazy, but we don't need no big TV timeouts here at the American Air Hockey
And
League.
there it is. Josiah 7-3 takes game number 4, so that's 1 game to 3.
Ooh. Josiah really slammed on those brakes against Carter. You get to see him here smiling.
There was just an energy about Josiah when he came up to that table. I could tell he had a twinkle in his eye, and he managed to hold on strong there. Will it happen again, or will Carter take this win? Hard to see now. Hard to tell. There's the mallet touch. 3 games to 1. There it is. The face-off goes to Josiah here. Josiah goes for that left wall under. Doesn't land. Looking for an off goal. Another off goal. Looking for an interesting touch there. That's actually one I haven't seen before. A very interesting setup. All right. Josiah setting it up again. A nice little fake there. 1-0.
Josiah has got the first blood again. Carter
Now
says,
1-1. Carter. Is this going to be Carter's moment? Is this going to be a day of upsets? Josiah with control. Going for a double dinger dinger. Doesn't quite land. Josiah Carter setting it up into his own double dinger. 2-1. Nice touch there by Carter, but it wasn't enough. A nice reset up for Josiah into a goal.
Ooh, nice block by Carter there. And Josiah. We got a battle right now, folks. Ooh, charge.
Is there a 1 or 2 sets? This is, I believe, 1 set only.
Yeah, we've got just sets tonight. Who's that going to? All right, good call by the ref there.
Josiah looking for a
another
cross.
charge.
So goes for that left wall over. What a shot! That was like a 40. What even was that?
That was just a front of mallet left wall over. I actually really liked the way Josiah hit that shot because it looked just like his cut, which Carter has been charging. And he just hits it off the wall, and then it's slow, goes around the charge, and hits the goal smooth.
It was just so well placed, a very deceptive look, and just landing it perfectly, beautifully. I mean, I wasn't expecting that kind of shot from him there. A nice shot indeed. 3-2 now. Josiah sets it up. A nice cut. 4-2. Carter having trouble finishing it off in this last matchup between these two. He only needs 1 more game, and it's tough. He is versing the rank number 3 right now. 5-3. Carter goes for that cross. He's setting it up. Goes for an interesting shot and manages to slide in. 5-4. Carter setting it up, but it goes back to Josiah. Josiah goes for that cut. Unfortunately, flies out. Goes to Carter. And 5-4. Looks like Josiah has control, sets it up. Goes to that cross, doing a lot of tip-tap touches. Can he manage to tip-tap it in?
Josiah has been doing a good job of getting Carter to charge a little bit. He just missed that last one though, but he had
Look at that
possibility.
challenge. 6-4 now. A nice forehand shot though by Carter. 6-5. Josiah sets it up, goes to that left wall over. Carter defends. Josiah with the cut. Another block by Carter. Josiah with the cross, and it looks like Carter has an opportunity here. He gets the deflected shot. He sets it up, tries to go for a shot, and it goes in somehow. 6-6. Here, 6-7's ready.
Go, man!
Josiah sets it up. He's looking for the shot. Carter has control. He has a chance. He goes for a right wall under. Does not land. Carter sets it up again. He's looking for a win here. Can he do it? Sets it up. The underdog.
Right wall over.
Man, the myth.
Oh, the cross.
6. He takes the victory from the number 3.
It has been upset city, folks.
The absolute crazy upset. Ranked number 12 versus the ranked number 3 currently. And what a night to be here. All of you in chat who got to witness these moments. Congratulations. What a crazy match.
Wow. Josiah.
Welcome in. Remember to get your questions and comments in the comment section for both these players. We have them here with you right now, live. Josiah and Carter. What a crazy night. I mean, we had the first upset with Chance and Anthony, and now a second upset with Carter and Josiah. Tell us a little bit about what happened, and let's see what the comment section has to say.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like most of us know Josiah wasn't playing at his top game there, but it was still a fun game for sure. I do want to play Josiah more in the future when he is able to beat me ruthlessly, but it was fun for sure.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Good game, dude. It's crazy. I hit 189 BPM. That's the highest I've ever hit on stream.
Yep. I mean,
Insane. And talking about insane, thank you to our support from Jackson here in the chat with the $1 dono.
Oh, Jackson,
thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean,
Josiah, it looked like you got a little bit. It looked like the match got a little bit just even closer than it was at the beginning. What was some of the things that you were trying to do to either throw Carter off his rhythm or just a shot that you thought was going to be able to work on him?
just play. I don't know.
Well, I hate to say it because you're probably gonna destroy me in the future if I say it, but like I've learned how to read your straights and your left wall. Like
I mean,
I moved to your left wall before you
another
even shoot
one.
it. When you started shooting your right wall is when you started really getting me. Like that's when you 7-4'd me that one game.
Yeah.
So like I told you, so you're probably gonna destroy me from now on.
Nah.
But I've learned to read your straights and left walls.
No. Here's how you like other people beat. Like Chance, he beat me. Like I think Chance is actually better than me. The only reason that he loses to me is because he gets in his head. If he didn't get in his head, he could totally beat me. Like Chance is just better, I feel like. And like,
dude, you don't give yourself enough credit. Dude.
No,
You're
well,
really,
yeah.
really good.
I mean, I guess I'm a good player. It's just like most of the time I'm good because everyone else who plays me is like, oh, he's so good because he's high ranked, and then they get in their head,
well, I mean,
and then like they lose. You did not get in your head,
really
and
good,
yeah.
Dude.
For some reason.
No, you don't give yourself enough credit, man. You are a very good player.
The only reason I beat Nathan is because I was charging and he didn't block the charges.
You got me with a couple charges. I only got you with one or two, but you got me with a good couple of charges.
Yeah. Shouldn't have charged as much in that game, but yeah.
You or me?
Me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah. Most of my missed charges were luckily off. So.
And one of you got a good charge. It went my goal, popped out and went in your goal.
I know, dude. I was so upsetting. Right here is a perfect charge and it flew into my goal. It's all good. It was still fun, dude.
That's how it is. Sometimes you have two players who are just too humble, and we need some of that crazy villain arch rival stuff. But we get it all here at the AAHL.
No, it was fun for sure.
Either way. Congratulations, Carter, for the victory, and a great match. Josiah managing to get at least a game or two out of it, and good. Just what a fun match. I'm glad I got to be here for that, and I guess we'll be going on to our next match unless there's anything else you guys would like to say here.
No, I mean I gotta go play against Zoe now, and then
Yeah.
right after that Noel.
You got
And
this.
After that game, I'm very tired, so I don't think I'm gonna stand good against Noel. But we'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
That
you
was
are
really
playing
fun.
Noel.
Yeah, I gotta play 3
I
games
felt
in
like
a row.
when
They
you-
were split up, but just the way everything
I
fell
feel like
in,
you
I
should have
gotta
played Noel first.
No, dude, I want to play you first.
Okay.
You make me way more tired than Noel. Noel's
Or
really
no,
good
like
at
Noel
that.
next after this.
Yeah, but it'll be a little bit of a buffer,
Yeah.
so I'm not hopping
We
straight
got
into it.
one last question from the chat. Who was yesterday's champion?
That was
Me.
Yeah, Josiah, wasn't it? I wasn't
Yeah.
there last night, but I'm
Nathan
pretty sure
wasn't
Josiah
playing.
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So who you beat out? Spec was playing.
Yeah, I beat
Nice.
the 3 people that were hard was Spec, Noel, and Matt.
Nice,
Those are like the 3 people that were actually kind of hard to beat.
nice, dude. Good job. Well, yeah, that
But
was
yeah.
a really fun game. I think we're gonna hop on into it. I'm gonna play Zoe now, and we'll see how it goes.
You got this.
See, good game, dude. That was
Good
fun
game.
for sure.
Oh, missed.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
guys.
thank you.
All right, what a good match between those two. Man, what an incredible night. The night of upsets, Giant Slayers, and everything else in between. Will we see something else crazy in these next 2 games? You know, we have Carter versus Zoe coming up. And after seeing Carter's abilities and play, I worry for Zoe. I hope Zoe can at least just get a couple goals each game against Carter right now, because he's doing quite well for himself. And then we have Noel versus Carter. Now that one should be very interesting. You know, Noel is a very solid player, and I think he slows down the tempo quite a bit, and so that could really go in his favor. So we'll see. Coming up next, we got Zoe warming up for the Carter match. We got Dark Shark 420 in the chat saying, yo, 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 what up? Welcome in. Appreciate all of you guys who are here. All right.
What do you think Zoe is gonna learn from this match?
That's a good question. Whoa there, Kai. Okay, we've got. I feel like Zoe could learn a lot from Carter in just control, setup, and the shots. I don't know. You know, like I want to say, like if it was my brother or myself, we're the kind of people that the more we face harder harder opponents, we start to excel in learning how to play against them, right? Like you've played against my brother before, so you kind of understand, right? You know,
No,
you
I've
wouldn't
actually
expect him
never
to beat
played
you.
him. No, he's
You
I've
wouldn't-
never played him.
You wouldn't expect him to beat you, but then he does start to like learn how to verse you, and then he does start to take some wins, and that's it, right? I don't know if Zoe. I haven't really seen that. I feel like she kind of like after she gets shot on a couple times, I feel like she kind of not so much self-destructs, but just doesn't put in the motivation. I don't know. It's hard to say. So I think versus Carter, I think that's what we'd end up seeing here. But you know, she keeps coming back. She keeps playing, and that's what counts. You know, slow and steady wins the race.
Ooh. Kai is really trying to warm her up.
Right.
She's trying to get some intensity on the table there.
Right.
They
Trying to
shoot
get
it
her
hard.
to like, feel it. You know, Zoe's shots aren't actually like her shots are actually pretty hard. You know, they're not like, you know, when you first see girls play, typically they don't hit it very hard, right? Until they play for a little while, and then they start to learn to hit it harder. I think right now what Zoe's situation is her defense, her positioning on defense, and her quick reaction time. She needs to be a little bit more on the quick reaction.
What happened the other Sunday when everything just happened all at once? I don't want to get up there. They get distracted by chat. It's not my fault.
All right, and the face-off now between Carter and Zoe. Can Zoe take the first point and take the lead? Will it happen? Will Carter take that first point? And he does with the forehand.
Carter with that forehand. That's the shot that he mixed up on Josiah. That forehand cut, a cross combo there.
He was doing incredibly well against Josiah. Will we see the same thing here versus Zoe? Or will Zoe's, difference in play be his Achilles heel?
Ooh, I like how Zoe swapped mallets. Playing with the Josiah mallet today.
Interesting. Look for that right wall under. Carter sets it up. Goes for the forehand. Goes up and shoots it in on himself. Zoe just locks in on that defense, just puts the mallet right in front of her goal. Not moving, using aura to make Carter shoot it in on himself. 3-1 now. Ooh, what an interesting capture there by Carter. And another nice forehand shot, 4-1. And Carter, so far, he's made all the goals, even the one on himself.
Yeah. This man is an overachiever right now.
And now 2-4.
6-0.
Now 5-2.
Oh
no.
Zoe did not want to be out of the funnel on that one.
She wanted to make sure she at least got a goal somewhere. All right, 6-2.
I want to see a nice, strong.
Oh,
I like the
double danger. That was a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, did not go in. 7-2. But a wonderful shot, at least there at the end of game one for Zoe.
I really liked that first double dinger-danger by Zoe there, but that second one felt forced, and that's how she lost that possession.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
and
Zoe
it
is
looks
yelling at Kai and saying, "Where's our game starter?"
All right, and the face-off. Carter does get first possession here. See, these are also some of the things I've noticed too with Zoe. She doesn't challenge, even for the face-off. She doesn't really challenge too much, and she always sits way back on her defense. Doesn't try to really challenge much. Although there she did go up just a little bit. 1-0 now. If you were to tell Zoe what she should improve, what would you tell her?
Good question.
I feel like there's a lot, but
I really think the big thing that I would do is I would work on puck control. I mean, she'll stop losing possessions as much. Her 1-2 will look significantly better. Because that's a shot she really likes to shoot. And something, if I'm trying to give a player advice, is I'm not going to try to... I try. Sometimes I do. I am victim of this. But you try... the idea is you want to give a player advice for something that they're working on or trying to do.
Right.
And you don't want to just give them advice to play exactly like you do. Because how else are they going to get better, you know?
that's true. Not all advice is good advice, even if it should be, it's like you say, if you're telling them how to to do something that they aren't focused on, it doesn't make sense. All right, 2-2. Might be Zoe's time to shine and maybe take the lead. And the puck's handing coming into play. Yeah, it looks like he put some speed on that one.
He definitely did. Ooh. Zoe hitting some good shots, though. Nice right wall over from Zoe there. Love to see the power behind the shot, specifically.
Right.
Definitely think that, sorry. Power is something that you can't necessarily teach to a player. They have an affinity, hit the puck at a certain level or not. And only once they feel more comfortable do they start increasing their power level.
Right.
So the fact that Zoe hits it nice and hard means I'm not more worried about trying to teach her to feel comfortable on the table. Teach her to how to aim the shots a little bit more.
Right.
But like, it's that can-do offensive shot energy, like that shot right there.
Absolutely. We got Brittany in the chat saying, "Hey Nate, I've been in here for about an hour." Thanks for showing up and being here for us. What you were saying earlier, like that power level thing. I kind of see it as like fishing. You put on weight so that way you can get closer to the bottom, but you don't want to put on too much weight to where you start dragging and snaring and snagging all the time. So there's kind of like a fine line of how much weight you put on when you're fishing, right? Well, it's the same thing with air hockey. If you're never hitting the puck off the table, then you're not hitting it hard enough. If you hit the puck off the table every once in a great while, maybe just a little harder, and you're just right.
Yeah. Carter definitely did take that game pretty sidedly.
Nope.
I liked how
our sound is going in and out. I don't know if that's just me.
I liked how he hit that right wall under in transition. That's just a good way to mix it up on his opponent. He, especially against Josiah, he shot a lot of those early crosses. That's actually how he won his match against Josiah just now. So good to see him mixing it up on offense.
Right. Zoe tries to go for a double dinger dinger, doesn't quite land. That's okay though. And now she has an opportunity, but she shoots it on herself, unfortunately. And here we go. She sets it up. Goes for a cross and lands it. Look at this shot here on the instant replay. Now 2-1. Zoe setting it up. Another cross. That's 2 in a row for Zoe. One more would be a hat trick.
Oh.
Carter does manage to get 3-2, but who cares about that? We're here for Zoe's cross. But no, it does not go in this time.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, 4-2. Can she do it though? She still has that opportunity to hit that cross for the hat trick. She goes to left wall under, right wall over. It's a touch on it. Goes back to Carter. Carter has control. Sets it up. Goes for that cut. Looking for a cut. There it is. 5-2.
Oh.
But now it's back in
cut.
Zoe's hands. She goes for the cross, but no, it doesn't quite land it. 5-2. Carter going for forehand, offhand, left hand, right hand, every hand, but it's not going in this time. 5-2.
I thought he was going for left flish, blue flish.
Right, fish. Down fish. Right, exactly. 5-2 now. and he gets a cross of his own. 6-2. This is Zoe's last opportunity to get that cross hat trick. Will it happen? She sets it up. She's looking for the opportunity. She goes for a right wall. Double dinger. Doesn't quite land. Now Carter only needs to throw one more in to make it 3-0. He sets it up. He goes for the cross. Doesn't quite land. Zoe goes for that cross, but no.
Brittany Martinez in the chat.
And there it is, 7-2. Unfortunately, no hat trick for Zoe this time. Carter
Brittany
does take that victory.
In the chat. There are a lot of us who play every Monday at 8 o'clock. They split it up. They do it a nice way. They do a beginner's tournament, an intermediate tournament, and an advanced tournament. Sometimes they play doubles. Sometimes they do a pod bracket. They mix it up a lot of different ways. The Mondays at Boxcar and Raleigh are very fun.
We got Frank in the chat saying, this is rigged. This is rigged, bro. That table looks greasy. We keep it cleaned as best as we can, but you never clean the rails on the air hockey table. All right, 1-0.
Yeah, table's not that greasy. It's clean and shiny. It's like those freshly waxed floors. And you see those in those realtor pictures. And talking about realtor pictures, if you are looking to buy or sell in the Valley area, the Napa, Boise area, look no further. You've got your ruthless real estate champion, Ruth Kamichek, over from Ruthless Real Estate. We've got her poster right there. She will do everything she can for you.
Absolutely. She is the star of the show. But, I just want to go back to the fact that, we got Frank in here saying our table looks greasy. But let me tell you, Frank, I'm pretty sure when you go to the casino, you just take your hat off and show them your head. And they let you right in. All right, 5-0. Carter, he's looking to make this shot. Can he do it? Setting it up, goes for that cut. One more point to go. He might get another skunk.
Skunk
on Zoe.
Oh!
And there it is, 7-0. Zoe put up the best fight she could, almost getting a hat trick.
Frank or Dad in the chat here. If you've got anything you want to hear from, contact us about. Sponsorship deals are included in that. Check us out at AAHLconnect@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and put that up there just quickly before we go to our interview here with our players. By the way, if you've got any questions in the chat.
My shoulder is not doing well. Thank you.
All right, get your questions and comments in the chat for both these players. And we have one person in the chat, Michael, saying, Carter. So, and we saw Zoe almost landing a hat trick with the crosses.
Yeah, it was close.
A nice job there by Zoe. Zoe going up against Carter, the number 12, who just took down the number 3. How do you feel?
I mean, I went into this game knowing I'd probably lose. I just like to play Carter. It's a fun match. I don't really care about the points. I'm here for the fun of it, not the actual tournament itself.
Yeah, just having fun. But you're playing pretty well.
A camaraderie with your friends and families and rivals.
Mm-hmm.
The air hockey mojo. Well, we've got Z06 Racing in the chat saying, the chat, LOL. And we got John in the chat saying Carter is on fire.
Thank
he
you.
is.
Thank you. Hopefully, my shoulder's really killing me right now, so Nate is supposedly getting some painkillers for when I can play Noel, because I threw myself out playing Josiah. But
I mean, we're going to have to see you versus...
I would recommend someone who hits those shoulder stretches stretching before you play. Definitely a big one, but also the next one on that front is Tiger Bomb. Gotta love a good Tiger Bomb on the shoulder.
Yeah, normally Matt has Tiger Balm here, but Matt's not here tonight. So we're going to
Oh,
rock with
so sad.
painkillers, and we'll be all right. We'll see.
You just gotta invest in some Tiger Balm. Sponsor us,
I did have
please.
some. I went through all of it. I'm telling you, dude.
Man, I would have loved to see Carter versus Anthony tonight because both of you guys
we played
have
before.
been in the zone, locked in.
We played before the stream kicked on a game or two. It was pretty fun.
How'd it go?
I won both of them, but they were pretty close. I think one of them was 7-6, 7-5, 7-6. But
7-6 in the chat. 7-6. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, Zoe and Carter, and good luck to you once again, Carter, in your last match up against Noel.
Yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you one more time.
Well, oh wait, Noel doesn't use these, does he? Nope. Noel, you're up. And he doesn't get warmed up.
Yeah, Carter, you know, he put in that maximum extra effort to take down Josiah, and now his arm is starting to go out on him. So we'll see what happens, see if he can ship up or shape out. We'll have to see. All right, that being said, I will be right back with you folks. So stay tuned. We're going to have our last match coming up soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've got Carter versus Noel. This is going to be a fun one, folks. Carter is on his third match so far. You heard it from him himself. He's not feeling the best. He's a little sore right now. Is that gonna be the edge for Noel to just go ahead and beat him down? Carter has been on a winning streak tonight. Beat Zoe, but also he beat down our number 3, Josiah, commonly known as Flip. Racing in the chat saying my money is on neither of them. I have no money. I feel that.
Noel doesn't play with the heart monitor. Noel goes in with the nonchalant.
Loki sells in the chat saying say 6-7. 6-7.
David with it again. David got one shot deleted. He wanted to do it again.
And right now, folks, we have got Noel himself right here. Let's see what he's able to do. And we've got L-Dog in the chat showing us some love with 100 for 2 jewels. Thank you so much, L-Dog, here in the chat. And with that, we are about to get our poll in the chat. Who do you think is going to win it? You think Carter's going to win? Go on the hat trick himself of wins? Or is Noel going to take him down?
I mean, you know, Noel is that dark horse who he just slow but steady, and you know, Carter is doing absolutely fantastic, but can't count out Noel. Carter setting it up. And a nice forehand shot. What a shot that was. 1-0. And a nice right ball over by Noel. Carter setting it up, going for that forehand shot. Going into that 2-4-H style drifting into the shot, 1-2. Nice right wall under by Noel.
2-2, folks. 2-2.
You know, this is an interesting first game between the two. shot for shot, it looks like Noel's shots are just pretty accurate. Or Carter hasn't quite got his defense down for him yet. So maybe after a bit, Carter will start to beat him. We'll see. We got low-key Stells in the chat saying Carter will win. We got Marco in the chat saying Carter #1 customer. No, it's the day of Giant Slayers, and Carter already took out one, and to take out another one. Noel is considered rank number 10. Now, to be fair, I think Carter's rank probably moved up quite a bit after beating Josiah, but I'm not really sure by how much. So I don't think he's considered rank number 12 right now, to be fair. But I could be wrong.
Carter.
2-4.
4-0 for Carter right now. Ooh. I want to see him shoot another one of those forehand crosses. I've seen him shoot multiple forehand cuts now.
Noel sets it up. 2-5, a nice block by Carter. Nice. I love Carter's ability to transition. You know, he makes it look like he's going to do a certain shot, and then he just instantly, like, changes his mind, or maybe he just didn't have that planned out as long as he wanted it to. It's almost like he's reading the room, is how I'd put it. You know, he has a plan, but he's instantly willing to change up his plan in the moment. And another beautiful transition forehand shot. 7-4. Look at this final shot replay. He sets it up into that, and then bam, forehand shot. 4-7. Noel still keeping it close. We'll see what happens in game number 2. Carter's still looking pretty good out there.
We've got Zoe in the chat saying, "Come on, Noel, you got this one." And we've got Beep in the chat saying, "I've got 10K on Carter."
Oh man, if that money was available, I would tell Carter to sandbag so hard. Alright, here we go. Carter in control of the puck. And now 1-0. We got Superior Trixie saying, "I'll take you up on that." Noel has control. Carter taking control. Here we go. Ooh, Noel getting control of it now. Noel looks for an opportunity, but Carter just reads it and defends. No, I think that's where Carter's his ability that you can't really teach people this too well, but the ability to predict the opponent's move and to really counter it before it happens, right? Carter, like he was saying about Josiah, he knew when Josiah was going to shoot, you know, his right wall or whatever it was, and placed himself in position to defend against it. And Carter is he's showing that even here right now against Noel, you know, the way he's positioning himself. His read on people is really where he excels. And not only that, it's also his ability to hit the shots. Now, 6-1. Seth, how do you feel like if you were to verse Carter right now, how do you think he would fare against you?
He'd fare pretty well. I'm a little out of practice right now.
Okay.
I'm no longer injured like I was when I started my commentating history, but I just haven't been playing as much. That might change very soon, though.
I like the sound of that.
Maybe in a few weeks you'll hear an announcement or see something on the stream. Just not quite sure exactly how or when, but we've got some things cooking up in the books.
Maybe you reach out to Ruth Kamichek so you can move closer to Idaho.
Yeah, that's not happening right now. So sorry.
Dang it.
Something different than that is potentially coming down.
Oh, I think
the
we.
American Air
Yeah,
Hockey
I
League.
think there's whispers, but we're keeping it under wraps for the moment. There are whispers, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. But big things are planned out for you folks, so definitely stick around. Man, there's a lot. There's so much to look forward to going forward with the AAHL. First off, just look at our sub count, 22,061. If we get to that 100,000 subscriber count, that's the play button. That's the first YouTube play button. How cool would that be? Put that on the wall. In respect for all the people in the chat who helped us get to there. Make that 22,062. That's right. Bumping up the count as we go. We appreciate you, Superior Trixie. All right, it looks like Noel managed to tie things up 3-3. Now 4-3. Still has a little bit of a ways to go. And Noel managed to overcome Carter here. Carter just looking at that ability to defend. Now 4-4. Carter sets up that diamond drift. It looks like Carter is starting to slow down a little bit. Now, is that an effect of Noel, or is that just because he's had so many matches now? 5-4. A nice cut by Noel. Another nice cut by Noel. Noel found his niche and is striking. Carter, not really doing a lot of his normal forehands that we were seeing earlier. I do think you can definitely feel like he's starting to slow down a bit here. A nice block there, and it goes flying. I think it will go to Carter here. 6-4. Can Carter continue to keep that momentum, or is it starting to shift into Noel's favor? Carter manages to get a touch on it. Carter looks for that forehand shot and goes into a cut. 6-5. Noel doesn't want to. He wants to at least get one win here at least. 6-5. He's looking for the opportunity, trying to set it up. Seeking that right wall, but Carter just reading it, but not able to gain control of it. Reads it again, but still isn't getting possession until then. Now Carter needs 2 more points. Nice! Noel gets that cut.
Aiken game number 2 down.
Absolutely. What a match. Noel does take that one game from Carter, so 1-2 now. Carter is probably starting to feel it in his shoulder, and he really does not want this game to go to a 7-game match. So he's really going to have to put in that extra effort this game, make it a 3-1, and then lock in for that last game. Will it happen? Or will Noel manage to, slow and steady take the win?
You think you saw him start to slow down a little bit on that last
Absolutely.
last one?
Yeah, it looked like he started getting into like a rhythm that was not what he was doing before, a slower rhythm. A nice start though, good face-off under. Noel firing right back, but not making it. Look for that right wall under. It looks like he's trying to speed it back up. He got that first goal momentum. Will it pan out for him? Oh no, he's getting his own goal. 1-1 now. All right. Unfortunately, lets it go wild. Now 2-1 in Noel's favor.
Yeah, he gave Carter scored on himself. Then he gave the puck up, and Noel scored on him again, making it 1-2 right now.
Yeah, it's tough, but Carter's gonna let it go because it was his own mistake. He's just running with it. He's a very humble man,
What a
but
chill guy.
absolutely. All right, here we go. 2-1. Noel has control now. Goes for that forehand shot. Another forehand shot. Puck doesn't lie. We'll see what happens here. Carter with control now. Sets it up. Goes for that cut. Just a little outside. And there we go. Into the cut there. A nice one. 2-2. Carter trying to go for a little bit of a forehand shot. Just not quite on target now. Earlier, he was just pinpoint every time. Goes for that cross, just barely outside though. Hitting that bar on the inside of the goal. 2-2. Well with control, sets up, goes for the right wall over, a nice shot. 3-2 now. Carter going for the left wall over, another nice shot as well. Tying it back up. A good stop block there, going back to Carter with a cross. 4-3.
Noel gets that possession again, though. Ooh. Oh, if he could get that forehand left wall over to land, he will be scoring it. Both those beat Carter's defense, but just missed the goal.
Right. 4-4, just both back-to-back shots going on right now. Neither player giving up anything. Even after Carter's big double mistake here, he's still managing to hold on. A really nice shot there.
Sneaky.
Manages to get it, and now 5-4. It was like, it was too fast for me to see it, but I know it was for sure a double. Hard to tell if it was a triple. It might have been.
5-5. We're at a critical point, though.
5-5. Ball sets up, goes for a cut, doesn't quite land. Carter for him, not really going where he wants it, unless he's trying to do off balls with the forehand now. Possible. Nice cut there, 6-5.
Oh.
Carter only needs one more to take game number 3. First time Carter, I think, is in the lead.
Does that mean you
game.
want too much? Take care of Moose.
6-6.
Joe!
Joey, I know
A
I haven't
double
been
wall
doing this lately.
under.
Remember to get your 6-7s ready in the
nice
chat.
Is Carter gonna
Alright,
capitalize now that he got it? Oh, I would have loved a cross right there.
Ball sets it up.
Uh-oh, not yet.
We're going for the right wall. Goes for the cut. Carter
Nice
does
capture.
get a piece of it. Carter setting it up as 2-8 into a straight 7-6.
There's that cross.
Taking game 3.
Hey, it's like I called it. It's like I was like, oh, he needs to shoot a cross. Sets it up. Sets it up again. Bang, cross. I loved how he set that up and he drifted on the left side of the table and brought it slightly right just to open up that line of attack, and then he hit that cross.
Absolutely. What a beautiful job there by Carter. Taking game number 3. He only needs one more game. He's taking a second to think about it. And is he going to take this win? You know, Noel putting up a great fight right now. Noel setting it up. Right wall under, taking the lead. 1-0. Carter in control, goes for the cut. This is our last match of tonight, folks. So remember to get your questions, comments in the comment section. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. And it is 1-0 right now. Will Carter take this win 1-1? Well, has control, sets it up. Right wall over, doesn't land. Well into the cut. Excuse me, we've got Cam Schreider in the chat saying, how's everyone doing? We're doing great. Thanks for asking. 1-1.
What is the S1 on the score? So Liberty behaved. S1 means that it's set number 1. We're only playing set matches tonight. So sometimes you would play 2 out of 3 sets, 3 out of 5 sets, or in some cases 4 out of 7 sets. Every set is played 4 out of 7 games. Those would be some very long matches, but that is a way that way you can track what is going on.
Right. That being said, keeping track of what's going on. It is 3-3 now. Both these players not letting up. Noel setting it up right now. Going for that cut. Goes back to him. He has a bit of a boomerang on that puck. Setting it up again, right back to him, and now Carter with an opportunity. Going for that right wall. Doing that diamond drift into the shot, now 4-3. It seems like he likes to keep that 2-8-6 whatever drift to the last couple points. It's interesting. Look at this. Sets it up. Going for a little tip-tap shot there. Back to the side swipe, diamond drift, forehand shot there. 4-4. Noel looking for a shot here. Goes to the left wall under, but it looks like Carter reads it and captures the puck here. Doesn't quite land though. Noel still has control, but it goes over to Carter because of the bounce. Here we go. Carter goes for a forehand, doesn't land. Now into the right wall under. Carter needs to put a little bit more pressure here. He's starting to let up. His energy is starting to die down. 5-4. A nice cross though. 5-5. It's still in the works. Noel trying to shut him down. Gets that 6-5. Noel only needs one more point to take this game. We'll go on to another game here. Carter needs 2. Can he do it? He goes into the diamond drift. And unfortunate for Carter, but good for Noel. 7-5. A nice left wall.
Taking that game.
Look at this
Nice.
shot from Noel here. Nice left wall under.
That's not exactly the shot that I was saying earlier that I thought Noel could shoot. Was still a forehand, a left wall, but it ended up being a forehand under that. That's the good way to hit it. Hockey Edits in the chat said GG for 10 joules and also 100 for 2 joules. Thank you. Thank you. Hockey Edits. 67. 6-7.
6-7. All right, and here we go. The face-off. Will Carter come out swinging? It does look like he is starting to put in a little bit more pressure here right at the start. Here we go. Sets it up. Looking for that cut, cross. Goes for the right wall over. Almost shoots it in on himself. He's maybe just a little unbalanced right now. Could use some advice from the monk. Here we go. Now Noel looking for a chance of his own. Goes for that cut.
Oh, good defense.
If I'm Carter in the chat.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
that's
nice
that
cross.
cross. Chad, if you haven't realized, I'm partial to loving a cross.
Oh, that's so true. The cross is the only way to find eternal life. Okay, 1-0. Here we go. Noel setting up that right wall under. 1-1 now. And Carter setting it up, going for that cross, but this time not quite landing it. Ooh, Noel with that left wall over. Going for a cut there. Noel's doing a lot of snapshots right now. I mean, he sets up and a snapshot. He's trying, but his movements are very big and wide. So I don't know if that's going to work for him. 2-1.
Nice bait of a charge and then capture.
Right, it's like a delay. It was like a delay. It was a nice delay. 2-1. Went for a little fast. So he does the delay and then he goes back to quick. Interesting. That one a little quick. Open it up. Quick one. 2-1 still now. Carter has control, but Noel reads the off goal. Goes for a forehand into like a double wall. He's doing a little bit too long for the shot, I think. But whatever works.
I want to see Carter shoot a couple more right walls. Specifically
Right.
right wall unders. I think that shot will go in on Noel right now. It looks open.
I want to see Carter stop the puck and go back into his 2-6-8 drift and just lean into his shots right now.
And
I
that's
feel
gonna
like
be
he's giving
Carter-
Noel too much time with it.
That's going to be Carter's possession. He wasn't moving forward on that one. Just flew off because Noel hit that thing with such power.
Right. You know, something that we haven't seen Noel do this entire game is call timeout. And, you know, last week and the week before, you've seen that he would call timeout right at the last point. And it's a good strategic move. And we haven't seen him do that here. Now 3-1. Neither player calling timeouts, actually, in this entire match. 3-1. Noel getting possession. Goes for a good challenge there by Carter, but doesn't manage to retain control. Well, right wall under, 3-2.
Him
do you
and
decide who
Schuler
gets
in the
possession?
chat. Good question. When the puck flies off the table, it's based on whoever had last offensive motion. Typically, in the rules, it's described as forward motion. So, if you shoot it and it flies off, you're the last one who moved forward that hit the puck. Therefore, when it flies off, it's the other person's. You're the reason it fell off the table. The fun caveat to that is if you shoot it and I charge you, and I attempt to push it back in your goal off your shot, it flies off the table. In that situation, it'll be yours.
Now
But
6-4. The
one
game point
point
moment for
potential.
Carter. 1 point away. Noel with control goes for the right wall over, gets it 6-5. His timeout called immediately after. He knew that this was that
Nice
moment to slow down
timeout.
Carter.
That was a good timeout.
An absolute dinger of a move. And right now, get your likes, your subs in. Remember, this is the last match, the last game of tonight. And then we'll go back to these players, and you'll be able to ask them questions and comments. Here we go. Noel with control, sets it up, goes for the cut. It stopped, but it was stopped by the hand. Not sure if it hit the mallet, but it will go to Noel. Here we go. Noel has control. Sets it up, goes for a right wall under, doesn't land. Carter has control, goes for the cut, doesn't go there. Carter now. Once again, an opportunity, sets it up, goes for the left wall,
And Carter takes it. Nice job, Carter.
And there we go. There you have it, folks. Get your questions and comments in the comment section for both these players. We'll be joined with them shortly in the interview to hear from them. Carter taking all his wins tonight. Noel putting up a good fight, but not enough to stop the man, the myth, the legend. Alrighty, and have chat say good night to Seth, but here we go to Carter and to Noel. What a crazy, intense match, Noel. You put up a great fight, but in the end, the man, the myth, the legend, Carter, could not be stopped tonight.
No, you
That
can't.
was a fun game, dude. I'm so tired after that, dude. Like, I'm actually losing it.
We seen it. We seen you started slowing down. Noel started taking the win.
Yeah, dude.
And then finally, you managed to lock in at the very end and finish off Noel.
It was fun, for sure. Thank you guys all in the chat. It was a fun night. Good games to Noel.
Shout out to Matt Bentley in the chat.
Yeah, shout
Sorry
out
about your
Matt,
house.
even though he was praying on my downfall. Shout out Matt.
Absolutely. Matt Bentley in the chat. Thank you so much for showing up here.
Yes, sir, I see you.
And everyone else who has been a part of this. Maybe, Nathan, unfortunately, wasn't able to play tonight. He's got hurt back from carrying the air hockey team all this time. But
He's an old man, Caleb. Leave him alone.
he's an old man. Right. And so thank you guys all. And if there's anything else left to be said... Oh no, it looks like Dallas Cassie, their mom just passed away.
Oh.
R.I.P. in the chat for them.
R.I.P.
I'm sorry to hear, Dallas. I hope it's not real. You guys stop laughing. I don't know who that is, but you gotta stop laughing in there.
Right.
That
You just
was
never
Chance.
know.
You never know for sure.
You gotta always remember to be Be,
All right,
be
turn
nice
off,
and
turn
humble.
off their mic.
All right. Well, thank you everyone
Yeah,
tonight,
thank you
and you
guys.
guys,
Thank
if
you,
there's
chat.
anything else you would want to say about this,
I'm tired, dude. That was a good game. That was a
Good
fun
game, Carter.
all
I'm
right.
beat for the night.
Next is
All right,
Nathan,
well,
right?
GG's everyone
no.
at the American Air Hockey
Good
League.
game,
Join us
guys.
again next time, Sunday, Monday night, and every other time for awesome air hockey matches. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Good night, chat.